action. Gather round. We're about to start the intro, the presentation. Hello and welcome everybody. Welcome to Videocraft Pro and welcome to ASE Edit Royale 2026, where we find out after a 3-year hiatus who will make the cut. I'd like to begin today by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which we gather today and pay my respects to their elders past, present and future. My name's Mark Richards and it's been great to work with the ASE and Videocraft Pro to put together Edit Royale once again. Videocraft Pro is a proud sponsor of ASE and it's fantastic that they've been able to host today's event. Videocraft Pro leverages over 20 years broadcast experience to provide systems across the full gamut of live production, which is in experience here today, studio setups, rentals, editing, post-production, with a strong emphasis on skilled technical services. The event today showcases some of the products and services Videocraft Pro can provide. I want to give a big shout out to a few of Videocraft Pro's key staff, Finn McClay, Connor Day and Edward Shen, for configuring, staging and delivering what is technically complicated live event. We'll be having a chat to Finn a bit later to give you some insight into the technical setup that we have here today. I have a couple of items of housekeeping. The toilets, if you haven't already found them, are through the door just through to my left in the room just there. You'll also find an extra space out there to chill out and chat. There's a lounge and a bit more space if you want to get away to a bit of peace and quiet. Note that we're guests in a working office, so please respect the space and keep within the designated areas. It's important to note that there's no smoking or vaping anywhere in the building. We found that out. Someone used the wrong type of aerosol in the bathroom. The fire brigade did attend, and that's a very expensive exercise. On the next floor up, you'll find the drinks in the fridge and snacks on the benches. Please help yourself to these refreshments. The upstairs space is set up so you can watch the action from there too. Plus, Videocraft Pro has set up a demo system on that floor. So chat with Alec, who'll be manning the station and can give you an overview about what's on show there. We've booked pizza delivery for 5 p.m, so if your tummy's rumbling, note that time. But we'll give you a shout and let you know once it arrives. You're welcome to move in and out of the competition room and bring refreshments with you. There are a number of Videocraft Pro staff, members and ASE volunteers here today. Please ask us anything if you need anything, we're here to help. Those that couldn't make it today in person can tune into the live event hosted on the Videocraft Pro website. So if anyone's saying, how can I watch it? I didn't make it. Just tell them to go to the Videocraft Pro website, navigate to the news and events section, and there's a link there to the live stream. You'll notice that there's signs around the walls displaying a QR code. It's not a shopping site, it actually takes you straight to the ability to participate in the polls and most importantly, at the end of the event, to vote for the winner. So there is a poll up at the moment that you can participate in. So scan the QR code, make sure it all works for you, vote on the first poll and then carry on through the evening and there'll be a number of polls that you can take part in. To guide you through the event, we are very lucky to have two talented hosts, Ricky, an ASE Edit Royale veteran, and Gabby. Ricky Felix Berto, ASE, has been in the film and television industry for over 24 years. He's gained a reputation as an award-winning reality and factual entertainment editor, working across various genres in a range of roles. These days, he's a post-executive producer, leading large teams of editors on both Australian and international unscripted television productions. Gabriella Muir is one of Australia's most respected freelance editors with more than 25 years of experience across feature films, television drama, documentaries, television commercials and music videos. Renowned for her performance-driven, story-focused approach, she has forged long-standing creative partnerships with some of Australia's leading directors, including Chris Stenders and Jocelyn Moorhouse. That's it from me. That was quite a lot to get through. I hope you have a great time. Please avail yourself of the drinks and food and the entertainment. Participate in the polls, that's important. Get ready to vote at the end. Good luck to all of the competitors here today. I'll hand you over now to our hosts to take you through the event format and introduce the ASE.
Thank you, Mark. I am Ricky. This is Gabby, if you haven't worked out which one's which.
I am Gabby.
And Gabby's mic is...
My mic is not turning on. Not turning on at the moment. Here we go. Anyway, it's not.
We can share a mic. We can share a mic.
We can share a mic.
There we go. Well, welcome everyone to Edit Royale. It's been 3 years since we've been here, and it's the 7th one. Is this your first?
This is my very first.
Oh,
and I'm
Edit
so
Royale
excited
version.
to be here.
Very excited. So obviously we'll be hosting this evening. We'll take you through the evening. We've got a lot of special guests, a lot of door prizes, but we'll go through that later. But for those who don't know, Edit Royale, it's a little competition that we're hosting. If you're here for something else, you're probably in the wrong building. So how the event works is we have 5 editors, and they're going to receive the same set of rushes. They're going to have 2 hours to make a 1-minute montage. They'll have a choice of 5 music tracks supplied by our sponsor, Audio Network, and each of them will be given a different theme determined at random. So that's how tonight's going to work.
And this year's themes are all about crafting different performances, highlighting how editors shape emotion and tone. The directions for shaping the montage towards a particular emotion are as follows: distress, frenzy, nostalgia, pride, and terror.
That's actually quite interesting. And just so you know, the contestants have no idea. They have not seen the rushes. They have no idea what the music is. They have to discover that in the 2 hours. So with those 5 themes, who knows what the rush is?
Yeah.
I think all the
What they
5
hold?
contestants look slightly more terrified knowing what the themes are. Yeah, it's just like, good luck who pulls those ones. But we'll find those. We'll be pulling those at random. So, and then how it's going to work is at the end of the night, we'll each watch each video twice. And the audience, that's everyone here, everyone watching on the stream, will get to vote on their winner. We'll explain throughout the night how they get done, but it's you guys who get to decide who is our champion for today. And we'll have a special guest, Lucas, who will be awarding bonus points to the editor who does the best job at nailing the theme. Remember that.
And I'd like to thank our sponsors, obviously Videocraft Pro, our event partner, and Audio Network, our music partner. Our prize sponsors, Adobe, Avid, Blackmagic Design, Boris FX, ISO, Wacom, and obviously all our ASE sponsors.
Great. Do you reckon
Okay.
it's time we
I
meet
think
a
it's
few
time
contestants?
for us to meet the contestants.
Ooh. Again, looking terrified.
So-
over there. You've got a night of
I
fun
think
going
first
ahead.
up is Rachel Dunn.
Come on up, Rachel.
I think maybe if you give her your mic. Yeah.
Well, hello. Hi, everyone.
Hi, I'm going to run through your little bio here.
Okay.
Rachel Dunn is a TV editor and creative storyteller currently working as a development producer and sizzle editor at Endemol Shine Australia. Most recently, she served as senior offline editor on Big Brother Australia in 2025. In 2025, Rachel won a national travel filmmaking competition with News Corp Australia, documenting and producing content across South America. Her editing credits include Australian Idol, Lego Masters Australia, Married at First Sight Australia, and a range of entertainment, factual, and digital productions. Rachel was also nominated for the ASE Emerging Editor Award in 2025.
That's correct.
So, how are you feeling?
Look, I'm really excited. I love working under pressure. It's an amazing lineup of editors, so I am a little bit nervous, but I'm more excited, if anything else. So, yeah, it's good.
Do you think that your skills in all of those shows that I've mentioned are going to help you?
Oh, yeah. Big Brother was a beast, so I think it will serve me well.
Okay.
Yes.
And what theme are we after?
Oh, God, I don't know. Just hit me with it.
It's hard to know without...
Without seeing the footage and hearing the music, it's really hard, I
Yeah.
think, until you see that footage and the music. It kind of really lines up. So just give me what you got.
So, here we
Okay.
go. Sorry.
Oh, wow.
I'm
It's
going
happening.
to
It's a rough.
The magic.
Be kind to me.
Well, no, you'll do the pulling.
Oh, I will.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Is this like one of those sticks where it's like pick the shortest one or something? That was grim. Thanks, Ricky.
So grim.
Oh my god. Okay, here we go. All right. The universe is going to guide me. Nostalgia. I'm okay with that.
Oh,
I like
okay.
it.
Yeah.
I'm happy. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Great.
Thanking you.
Good luck.
I'm feeling nostalgic.
Okay, introducing competitor number 2, Kent. Come on up. Give Kent a clap. Kent Howe has been crafting stories across film and advertising for almost 2 decades. He has been nominated for multiple Ellys and was proud to win the Best Short in 2017. He has cut countless ads, 5 features, over a dozen shorts, and is currently the senior editor at TBWA. When he's not editing, he enjoys fried chicken in all its glorious forms.
Absolutely.
Now, like with all that experience, like 2 decades, the most thing I want to know most is what is your favorite type of fried chicken?
Oh, that's like picking between your children, right? It's really hard.
But if you have to, if I made you choose,
I do like Nashville hot chicken.
Ooh, nice.
And I do like Korean fried chicken as well.
Korean fried chicken, wine,
And
okay,
wings. And KFC. And in all its forms.
So basically,
yeah,
in all its
any
forms.
fried chicken I'll eat,
Oh,
basically.
excellent. So, okay, so what are you cutting on today?
I'm going on Premiere Pro.
Premiere Pro, is that what you do all the time?
That's my preference, yeah.
Okay. Is that going to give you an advantage anyway? Is that going to help you in this sort of environment?
I personally think it's probably pretty good for short form stuff.
Mhm.
And I've got like a pancake timeline method that I use.
Yep.
So, yeah. Pancake timeline.
Pancake
represent.
fans in the crowd.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I'll just take it as it comes, I guess. Yeah.
And I guess, so you got like a background in advertising and long form film, so quite extreme.
Yes.
What's your sort of strategy going into today?
I think I'm going to watch the footage for probably the first 75 minutes.
Okay.
And then I'll probably do the editing for the last 45 minutes.
Oh, great. So you're going to exact timeline of minute by minute
That's
how
the
you're going to
plan,
work? Okay,
but
great.
you know, we'll see how this plan goes.
That's good. We'll keep up. We'll be catching up with you throughout the night, so we'll actually get to see if you're sticking to the plan or you've gone into panic mode and gone into some crazy world.
We'll see.
And
We'll
just
see.
go get some fried chicken. Are you ready to choose your theme?
Absolutely.
What theme are you hoping for?
Probably distress, because I feel like I'll be method editing.
Ooh, I love a bit of method editing. You ready to do it?
Alright, let's see.
What do we got?
Pride.
Pride. Okay. Okay, you're not seeing the rushes or not hearing the music. What are your initial thoughts? Is that
It's
gonna
a
be
tricky emotion to convey, I think, because it's kind of more internal, I guess.
Yep.
And so yeah, we'll see. It depends on the footage and the music, I think. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
great.
The
Well, you got a
music-
few minutes to prep yourself, so get yourself ready.
Cool. Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Let's meet Adisha Bansal. Adisha Bansal is a Sydney-based film editor and recipient of the Australian Screen Editors Emerging Editor Award. Passionate about character-driven storytelling, she brings together technical precision and emotional intuition to shape compelling narratives. A graduate of AFTRS, her work has screened at film festivals around the world, including Belgium, Turkey, Slovenia, Greece, and India, amongst others. Most recently, 2 films she edited, Tuesday, and Listen Carefully, screened at the St Kilda Film Festival. While Tuesday also opened Flickerfest and won the Platinum Remy Award at World Fest Houston. When she's not in the edit suite, you'll likely find her tackling an unexpected DIY project or rereading a favourite fantasy novel. Hi, Adisha.
Hello.
Hi. How are you feeling?
Absolutely nervous.
Yeah. Well, that's not surprising. I'm sure we've all got a bit of nerves up here. What edit system are you using?
I'm using Resolve.
Right.
DaVinci Resolve.
Well, I'm quite a fan of Resolve, even though I was brought up on Avid. So it's nice to see that it's getting a run in here.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So, what techniques are you going to bring to this?
I hadn't thought about the pancake timeline, but now I'm inspired, and I'm glad Resolve supports it. So
Yeah.
that's the direction. I'm also curious to try the cut page because it's you get the strips, and then you don't have to scrub through all of them.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's
I hear
see.
you. I
Just
hear
trying to lean into the little tricks that the software has.
you. Yes. Yeah. And what are you hoping for? What's your theme out of what's
Oh.
left?
I'm trying not to get attached because
Right. Yeah.
I go with what I get.
Good idea.
Yeah.
But if you really had to choose.
I'm glad I didn't get pride. Because it's very internal emotion, I agree with Ken. So, yeah. Glad that got picked before me.
All right. Let's do it.
Moment of truth.
Distressed.
Oh!
Oh, no.
I think that's a good one. So
Yeah.
congratulations.
Thank
Okay,
you.
good luck.
Who do I hand it to?
Great. Now, competitor number 4 is Martin Berry-Smith. Come on up. Martin Berry-Smith is an offline editor experienced in many different types of content who currently works in reality television. His TV credits include Gogglebox, I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, The Amazing Race, My Kitchen Rules, and Farmer Wants a Wife. Earlier this year, he completed his first short film, Date Double, which he wrote, directed, and edited. Chicken choice. Favorite chicken?
Favorite chicken?
Need to ask everyone now.
I don't know if I know the types that well.
All good, all good. So you've got reality TV credits I can see here, which I guess has, and some of your credits, which have Gogglebox and I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, have a very fast turnaround.
Yes.
So this is probably something you're very experienced with, is that right?
Yeah. I mean, I guess usually you do know a bit more than you do in this competition, but yeah, like I do enjoy like fast turnaround kind of editing. So yeah.
What's the quickest you've turned around a cut?
Oh God, I don't know if I've ever timed it, but I don't know. It's probably like a couple of hours. Probably
Okay.
a couple of hours.
Okay.
I've probably done it before. I did like branded content and stuff, and I used to work in promos. So yeah. I've maybe a couple of hours. I can't remember really. There. Yeah.
Okay, he's showing the guns, other competitors. Just saying, just saying. Okay, and what theme are you hoping for today?
I'm hoping for terror.
Terror.
Yeah, I don't mind like
that would be my pick. Yeah.
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 Yeah. I like a bit of a horror film, or I don't know. It's like there's a lot to kind of you can do with it, but it will depend on the footage as well. So.
What sort of footage are you hoping for?
Oh, I don't know. It's like I don't know. Yeah, good shots of faces and expressions and stuff like that, and I don't know. Yeah.
And at what point with that theme are you going to bring in music? Will you be looking at music up front, or?
Yeah, I'll kind of watch rushes with music, I think, as well. But I guess, yeah, I don't know. I kind of improvise a bit, so I'll just kind of see what feels right and kind of go with that a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
And have you worked out your 2-hour plan? What you're going to do over the 2 hours?
No, not exactly. I think it'll just kind of, yeah, I definitely will watch the footage first and then maybe play a music track in the background. But apart from that, no, not really. I've got ideas of things I might do or might not do, but it will really depend on, yeah, what comes to me once I see it. So yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, okay, we'll put you out of your misery. Let's draw
Let's
your
see if you get terror.
theme.
Please, Tara. Frenzy. Oh, that's
Frenzy.
Cool. That's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah, cool. All right.
Thank you so much.
you.
Get yourself ready.
Thank you.
So we are now introducing Vina Yang, and there's not too much. no,
Straight to it.
Unfortunately, you now know. Anyway, here's a bio of Vina. Vina Yang is a Sydney-based editor who has cut trailers, teasers, sizzlers, TVCs, and concept reels across all genres for clients such as Universal, Mad Men, Amazon Prime, Stan, and the BBC. She's been fortunate enough to work on over 50 campaigns while at the Solid State, Australia's premier film marketing agency, and her work on River and The Last Daughter being respectively recognised with the Global Entertainment Award for Best Cinema Trailer and the Ellie Award for Best Editing in Trailers and Promos. Wow. I feel like those skills might lend themselves really well
Yeah, you'd
to
hope
what
so.
you're about to do. What editing system do you like to work on?
Premiere.
Right. Wow.
I've never really used anything else. I mean, I kind of used Final Cut very early on, but then transitioned to Premiere and just, you know, I don't like change, so I'm just like, can't be bothered learning anything else. And it's fine.
Fair enough. And you don't seem very nervous.
Oh, I'm terrified.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, it's all
Just
an
keep
act.
it all hidden.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it. Make those other people sweat. And how are you feeling about your theme?
Terror. Sure. Yep.
You can just channel it, right?
Yeah, just method acting, you know, method editing, like Ken said. And I'm glad kind of to not, you know, just be the last one. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
I have to
There was
say,
no chance.
Vina has the cutest
The
cheer squad
cutest,
ever.
yeah.
So if anyone sees Lily, cutest cheer squad
Cheeks
award
for
goes.
days.
Yes.
Yes. There's a baby. It's my baby. And my partner is roaming around so they can say hi.
Very beautiful. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
it. Cool.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck. So those are our 5 competitors.
Woo.
I'd say they seem pretty
Yeah,
stacked
they
in terms
they
of skill
do,
set
yeah.
and quite diverse range, which is going to be interesting to see how they handle the 5 different themes. So they're preparing
Yeah.
themselves now. But just to remind what they're actually playing for, because there is
yes.
going to be a winner at the end of the night.
Exactly.
One of you is going to, everyone here is going to decide who the winner is.
Yes.
The contestants will be
And
competing.
everyone online as well.
Everyone online gets to vote.
Yep.
So the 5 here are competing for the custodian golden scissors. I'm doing my best Adriana Xenides presentation.
A bit more flourish.
Thanks. The old people know what that is. The young people are like, who is that?
Yeah.
In terms of apart from this, they also receive an Avid Media Composer Ultimate 1-year subscription, an Adobe Creative Cloud 1-year subscription, DaVinci Resolve Studio plus a DaVinci Resolve Speed Editor, and 2 tickets to the 2026 ASE Ellie Awards. So that's a pretty good prize for whoever gets first place.
Yeah.
But they're not the only ones that are going to get prizes, are
They
they?
are not the only people. Here, for everyone else, there's more than $5,000 worth of lucky door prizes. We know why you're all here.
Make sure you have your tickets on you. That's what I'll say. Make sure you have your tickets.
Yes. Here are the prizes. An ISO Color Edge monitor worth $2,480.
That's the good one.
An Adobe Creative Cloud 1-year subscription. An Avid Media Composer Ultimate for 1-year subscription. A DaVinci Resolve Studio plus DaVinci Resolve Speed Editor. A Boris Effects Suite for 1-year subscription. A Wacom Intuos Pro tablet. And Audio Technica professional monitoring headphones from Audio Network. Yeah, that's a good one too. And 2 tickets to the 2026 ASE Ellie Awards. Lucky door prizes are announced at halftime. If you bought a ticket, you are eligible for the prize. Tickets are given when people sign in at the front desk. If you do not get one, make sure you grab one now.
Excellent. So we're getting very close to the beginning, but just to give you an idea of how the night's going to work, obviously we're going to take you through the evening, but just to give you a brief idea of how it's going to happen, the competition will start at 4:30. The bit that everyone's probably waiting for is pizza arrives at 5 o'clock. That will arrive at 5 o'clock, and I'm presuming that's going to be upstairs. Yes. Upstairs. As Gabby mentioned, the Lucky Door prizes will start at 5:30. The competition will finish at 6:30. We will screen and vote at 6:45, and the event concludes at 7. And very importantly, we have an after party at the Depot Brewery, which is 8-minute walk away. If you know where the Bunnings is and get your sausages, that's where we're going. Or close to there, very close to there. Okay, we're getting very, very close to getting started.
Yeah.
Everyone's
It's
kinda just getting
like
their
a
settings.
4-minute countdown.
Okay. What theme would you want?
Like I really do like the Terror one. I think that's
I'll
got
probably
a
go
lot
on-
of like high stakes in it. And I also think it would be really easy to like quickly weed out the best music for that. And yeah. What about you?
Oh, I probably would have gone Terror as well. I think
Yeah.
there was the tricky one was
Yeah.
Says.
I mean,
It's probably
Distress is
right.
also good.
Distress is good. Anything where there can be a bit of a story arc going, where you can start somewhere, you can go somewhere. But again, we don't know what the rushes are. We're going to be discovering at the same
I
rate
mean,
as you guys and these guys. So
How do you think you'd approach it if you were doing this?
Ooh, I'd probably want to see what music options I've got as well, and
yeah,
I'd
I
probably
would do
do
that too.
a fast scroll
Yeah.
through the rushes, because who knows how many minutes you get. So just get an idea
Well,
of
I
what
think it's
you've got to work
45,
with.
isn't it?
They'll discover that very shortly. Very, very shortly. Okay, how long are we going? About 2 minutes before we begin. I think all the competitors are. Yeah. Sorry? We actually don't
We
know
don't know.
anything.
We
So we're
haven't
going to
been given
learn about it just.
anything.
So basically.
Yeah. What? No,
No, it's the
they
mystery.
have kept us in the dark.
Do you know if they told
Secrecy.
us, it would have been bloated and
Yeah.
they would have known and the secret
Yeah.
would have been revealed. So
Yeah.
they are not going to tell us anything. We've got to keep it fair for these guys. So
Yeah.
we know nothing.
So
we don't
just-
know what the
yeah,
music is. we
Just to
don't know.
recap, they've got to do a 1-minute montage in 2 hours.
Yeah, and the tricky thing is working out how to deal with the rushes in those 2 hours
Yeah.
too. So
Does it have to be exactly 1 minute to the frame?
Yeah, close enough to 1 minute. Very close to 1 minute, I guess. They
You know,
can't do, they can't
like
do a
having cut
120.
my range of ads, I'm just saying, do we have to be like frame accurate or not?
Oh, pretty much 1 minute. I'm getting a lot of nods over there going, has to be
bit
pretty
iffy.
much 1 minute. Okay, everyone's starting to look a bit. Everyone's getting edgy. We see everyone's techniques. There's
Oh,
chill.
I mean,
Rachel, can you
they'll
give us some
become best
jeopardy here? We
friends.
need some jeopardy and some terror. She's on the nostalgia train.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so is everyone set up? We're not going to go yet, but I'm just making sure everyone is ready to go. If there was a theme that you wanted that's not on the list, what would you want?
Ooh. I mean, I do love a romance, I've got to be honest. I love a romance.
Love a romance.
Yeah.
Okay, we're getting very, very, very close to starting.
Are we both going in?
Okay, I think we're getting very, very close to starting. Very, very. So you would want a romance?
I do love doing romances, yeah. It's, you just leave nothing there. Leave all those long, lingering looks and just let everything.
I like how you stared at me directly
overplay.
as you
I
said
know,
that. That was
I
very
know.
creepy.
It's intensity. I'm
And
bringing
I
to
actually
this.
didn't ask you, how would you approach this actually over the 2 hours?
I would start with music. I think music is a good thing to sort of get a base on, and
Okay, we're about to begin in 10,
Yeah.
9, 8,
8,
7,
7,
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start cutting.
Woo, start your engines.
Okay, now this is actually because we can actually see over their shoulders
I know,
what
I
they're
love
seeing. So
this.
throughout the night, obviously, look at your screens. You'll actually be able to see all the editors' monitors as they cut.
Yeah.
And just getting an initial, they've got headphones on, so now we can talk about them without
Yes,
them
we
knowing.
can.
This is great.
Lovely. I mean,
But what we can
and they've got
initially
beautiful headphones.
they do
on,
have
so that
beautiful
will
headphones.
help.
Actually, there's a nice range of colors and stuff going on here. But speaking of colors, the first thing we're actually noticing, it looks like it's all black and white
Yeah.
this year. So,
Yeah.
which
Oh my
is
goodness,
interesting.
it
That's
does
actually
too.
something we haven't done before. So that's probably leaning
Yeah.
into some of the themes we got with horror, distress.
Definitely.
Interesting to see how that works with categories like pride.
Yes. And frenzy.
Okay, and as we gave away a little bit before, so it looks like they do have 45 minutes of actual rushes to go through. So with that in mind, how would you deal with the 45 minutes worth of rushes?
I mean, I would do a quick skim. I think that that's really important.
Yep.
Just to sort of ascertain whether you or not you've got action and what sort of cutaways you might have access to. And I think the rushes are mute, right? So we're not dealing with audio, apart from the music, obviously. Yeah.
And we're dealing with, okay, just a reminder what the actual themes are. It's distress, frenzy, nostalgia, pride, and terror.
Yes.
Okay, and so we're actually, there's a few people actually starting with rushes, and I can see Rachel over here is going with music. So that, remember, they actually only have 5 tracks to choose from, and that's from Audio Network. So we can see Rachel's going straight for music. The other 4, actually no. And Adisha is also going to music tracks. So very 2 different techniques going on.
Mm-hmm.
It actually does
Yeah.
look really
Well,
creepy,
they
the
look
rushes,
very
doesn't it?
They look very split, yeah, in terms of approaches. Yeah. Oh, we've got the pancake happening already. Yeah.
Oh, we got pancake.
Whoa.
I love the
Bring
pancake
it
fans in the
out,
crowd.
yeah. Yep. Yep, for sure. Okay. Oh, hello. Hi. Hi. Who have we got here? Gian and Patricia. Yes. Right. Hi. Lovely to meet you. Tell us something that you've worked on,
I have
or
my
something about what you do.
I have my own YouTube channel.
Oh,
So yeah,
cool.
I do some. I have published like maybe around 20 videos. I'm
Yeah.
just starting,
Oh, wow, great.
and yeah, it's like I have been. My last video. It's taking me a long. My last video is taking me a long time to get it done. Because usually I film what I do is I film the why I am doing deliveries on a bike.
Mhm.
So I film many hours.
Yep.
And the process of cutting is very very time consuming.
It
so
is.
it takes me it takes me a long time to finish a video and publish the video on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's what I do, and that's why I'm very interested in.
Looking forward to seeing how they can do it so
yeah,
speedy.
How can you how can you do it quicker?
So you might get some tips here, huh?
Yes,
Yes.
yeah, I'm
Right.
looking into for that. Yeah.
Yeah. And if it were you choosing, just having a quick glimpse at that footage, what would be the theme that you would be hoping that you picked up?
Do we know what teams are? This one.
So all of we don't actually. I think we're putting them in there. Yeah, we're going to have those on display somewhere, but I don't know exactly what
All
the
right.
individuals.
That
I can't remember.
Yeah, the first one looks very interesting.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
like
But it's all
it's
the
like a-
same
it's
footage.
like a trip.
It's all the same footage that they're dealing with.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Now I think we're ready to throw back to Ricky. Oh, yeah.
One more. Sorry.
Oh, one more. Sorry.
Hey, Gabby.
So who have we got? Maxim here.
Yep.
Maxim, tell me a bit about yourself.
Currently a new compositor and the evil in the room, the AI artist, would you believe?
Ooh.
Yeah,
Okay.
the title came with mostly compositing for Publicis Productions, but the amount of clients demanding AI in post is growing day by day.
I bet.
And that's where my current best application is, I guess.
Mhm.
Where having the compositor and DOP background in the past,
Mhm.
actually being part of this event, not as a contestant, but as a spectator, learning the pancake first from the winner that year.
Oh yeah.
I think it was pre-COVID. It was 2018, was
Yeah.
it? Maybe?
Yeah.
9? Yeah. So, so my few bits is, when I heard that the Edit Royale is back, this is probably the best way to actually learn from the best in the industry,
Yeah.
to just see how they cut, because we never get to witness it.
Yeah.
You work on your own footage,
Yeah.
you never know how the others do it.
No, completely.
That's why please run more of these guys and spread it wide, and get youngsters in the room so that they can learn the best.
Great. Well, thanks for coming.
No worries, yes.
Tonight.
A pleasure, thank you.
Okay.
Cheers.
Thanks.
Great, thank you, Gabby. So just a reminder, you will be choosing the winner tonight, and if people are home, if you're in here, there'll be a voting system that works. To explain the voting system, here's Mark.
Hello again. Yes, you really need to vote online because, or using scanning the QR code and going to the polls and the questions. So it's the only way to vote. If you know people who want to watch it, don't forget to tell them to go to the Videocraft Pro website and watch this event and be able to vote themselves remotely. So anyone can vote from anywhere in the world.
Oh, great, fantastic.
At any time. So it's simply a matter of scanning the QR code. You'll see the polls come up, and when time for voting comes up, after we've played all the clips through and then played them again, you'll get a chance to vote for your favourite.
Fantastic. So throughout the night, we're going to have not just the winner poll, we're going to have a load of polls going out throughout the night. And the first poll is already up, and I think we got a question up there, is how would you be feeling if you're competing right now? So if you scan the QR code, there should be that question, hopefully. Oh, and there's a couple of answers already there. Excited, nervous. Someone's freaking out. Someone's 3 beers in. Okay. That's fantastic. You do you. Fantastic. So make sure to scan the QR code. Keep answering the questions. That poll will be up for a bit, and we'll be checking out some of the answers in a bit. So how would you be feeling right now? Thank you, Mark.
Thank you.
Now, someone who actually knows what it would be like to be feeling right now is the last winner of Edit Royale. That was in 2023, I believe, was Mikey Burford. Come on up. Give him a clap. Give him a clap.
Thank you.
Okay, so first, before we have a chat, let's have a look at your winning video from 2023.
Oh, no.
Yes, we're doing it. You are
All right.
doing it. Wait, what was your theme?
We'll find out.
Okay.
3 years ago?
3 years ago. Okay, we'll find out. Does that bring back memories?
It does. Yeah.
So before we go into the video, anyone who doesn't know you, like, can you just give us a quick introduction of yourself? What do you do
Sure.
normally when you're not doing Edit Royale? What are you working on?
I'm an offline editor at Wild Bear TV, so I do documentary editing, specialising in natural history, wildlife sort of shows.
Ooh, fantastic.
But also dabble a bit in like drama and comedy series, all that kind of stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
great, fantastic. Now, your video. Do you now remember what theme you had?
I think it was courage.
Courage.
Yeah.
Nice. That was really good.
I could
For
be
a
wrong
two-
though.
2
Don't quote me
hours.
on that.
That's pretty good. Now, like, you know exactly how these guys are feeling. What, like, in terms of, can you talk us through what you were planning? Because I was asking a few of them what their strategy going in was. What was your strategy going into this 2-hour cut, and then how did it change when you actually got in there and did it?
Yeah, I thought I'd spend a lot more time on the music, but after I went through it, and because I had courage, I think it was just the only one that fit.
Yep.
So I found I had like a lot more time to go through the footage than I thought. So yeah, no, that was something that changed.
Okay.
I was like, oh.
So if at this point of the cut, if they didn't have headphones on, what advice would you give them right now?
I
At
would
this point,
say
first 10 minutes.
At this point, I'd be like, don't stress. You got plenty of time. It's all good.
Okay,
You
if there's
know?
actually
Trust your gut.
one thing I remember about you 3 years ago is
Sure.
every time I interviewed you, you were the most smiliest, calm person. Is that the technique you need to do here? Just stay calm. Just really use
It was weirdly calming.
Yeah, you were just smiling and going, I'm fine.
When we were on camera or like interviewing before, that was all crazy. It
Yeah.
was a wreck. But then when you're in the monitor, it's like, oh, this is just the thing I already do.
Yep.
This is my little world.
That's true.
And you
That's
just
true.
disappear.
Just do your own thing.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
And you just go like it becomes a tunnel. You can't hear or think about anyone else. People, you can hear movement in the background.
Yeah.
You're like, oh yeah, I'm here at Royale.
Okay,
I thought
so
I was at home.
So no one's noticing all these people looking over your shoulder right now.
No.
Like they're not thinking it. You weren't thinking that
no,
at all.
look how calm they are.
They are
Look at
like
those
creepily
faces.
calm. It's creepily calm.
Yeah.
Now, like, obviously you won, so obviously you knew what you're doing for Edit Royale. But say we brought you back for an All-Stars season and you had to do it again.
Ah,
How
like
would
the
you
Hunger Games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like without the killing. How would
Yes.
you do it differently? Like, would you approach it differently? Is there something you learnt from the last Edit Royale that you would do better?
Probably. I'd probably go through all the footage. I'm very bad. I don't like watch through everything. I'm
Yeah.
a bit of a like, yeah, I get it. I
Yeah,
get the
yeah.
point. And then I miss. Like, I think there was an entire like selection of footage that I didn't use.
Oh, wow.
Didn't know was there of that girl. I think at school. Or
Oh,
something.
yes, something I
I
remember,
made
yeah.
my entire cut on her like sort of what was going on in her head.
Yep.
And people were like, "Oh, that's so interesting that you went down that path." And I'm
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, didn't see the other footage. Wasn't intentional."
So does the theme actually really shape how you're cutting? It was like, did you leave everything till you worked out what your theme was? And
No, it doesn't shape how I'm
that
cutting.
you should-
No,
you should remember it.
because I got my theme, and then like I think it helped with the music.
Mhm.
The second I chose the music, I think I forgot about the theme, because then you're sort of like focusing on what the music and the footage is telling you. And then like maybe halfway through I go, okay, let me make sure that theme is in it. And I feel like that's how I cut anyway.
Mhm.
I don't really get caught up in the theme
Okay,
early on.
early on. But
know.
like, this is sort of like a very different to how you'd normally edit. This time you
That's
only had
very
like
true.
5 music tracks to choose from.
Yeah.
You had a theme that was thrown at you. How did you do your music choices then? If you've got like such limited resources, such limited rushes, how did you choose your music? How did you start cutting your music?
I think like in this scenario, I went back to the classic. You know how we all start editing straight away to music.
Mm-hmm.
It was that sort of thing. I was like, I think. Usually when I cut, it's like I don't even think about music. I'll cut it and see if it works without music
Yep.
rhythmically. But this is montage.
Yep.
This is 2 hours.
Yep.
So I put the music straight away on the track, and then like I remember now. It's all coming to me. I used like the markers to find out where the beats were.
Yep.
In the music, right? So that way I could kind of like have it match up.
Yep.
But
yep.
then know where I'm like intentionally breaking it. You know?
Yeah, for
If
sure.
that makes sense.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll be chatting with you a little bit later,
Yay.
and we'll find out exactly more what these people are going through. But thank
Excited.
you for coming back.
Thank you, Ricky.
Your video was fantastic. We'll
Thank
see
you.
if these guys can do something
Cool.
better.
Sweet.
Everyone, thank Mikey. Gabby, do you have some results or some polls?
Yes, I do. So I've got like a couple of things. This is how would you be feeling right now if you were competing? So we've got some obvious ones like anxious, determined, nervous. We've got crazy, shaky, stressed, freaking out, terrified, excited, pumped, tense, and like 3 beers. That's my personal favourite. So now we're going to have another poll question, which is rank the best categories for competing in Edit Royale. Here they go. Spend half your time making selects to the footage. Choose your music first and let it drive the edit. That's what I do. Find iconic moments in the footage to be the hero. Find iconic moments in the footage to be the hero. That one again. There we go. I really wanted to emphasise that one. Start throwing stuff on the timeline and hope for the best. Or procrastinate by reading the latest news headlines. 2 hours is more than enough time. So here we go. I'm going to move
This
over
way.
here and I want to talk to the guys that are responsible for the footage that is being edited today. Hang on, and I'd like you to say hello, Bryson Horn, who is the director of the original footage, and the original editor, Louis Conway. Introduce yourselves, Bryson.
Hi, Gabby. Thanks everyone for having us here. My name's Bryson Horn. I'm a director DP from a background as a DP in commercials and shooting music videos. Recently I've moved into writing and directing and shooting my own stuff. So this is an ambitious piece. It's a black and white period piece. Can they hear us now? Oh yeah. So it's a period piece of psychological horror, sort of late 17th century, and it revolves around an empty butter factory, which is a true butter factory in Burgess Creek behind Kangaroo Valley in New South Wales, Southern Highlands. And it's just a creepy dead-end rural setting where my parents live by coincidence. So that was handy. So yeah, this is basically a short film revolving around the feature film script. I overshot it, and I was just so lucky to have Louis to sort of tie it together for me. So I'll pass over to Louis.
Great. Tell us about yourself, Louis.
I'm Louis Conway, editor. I work for Studio 3P. I cut commercials mainly, music videos, short films, and that's that.
And how was it when you were originally cutting this footage?
It's a fucking nightmare.
I love it.
No, I'm joking.
Don't hold back.
And no, it was good. It's challenging, you know. There's an opportunity to kind of approach the storytelling in a non-linear fashion, which is something that I'm a big fan of. And so, yeah, I think, just trying to build those arcs whilst doing that is something it's really fun to do, and it's
And
challenging.
what sort of strategies do you think that you'd employ if you were dealing with this sort of time frame in which to do an edit?
I think I'd agree with you, Gabby, and probably approach music first. Just kind of get that into my head, look for the, music for me is a really big part of vibe setting, and so approaching the music first is definitely where I would go, and then select scanning and
And tell me what you think makes a great edit.
a cohesive story, good pacing, watching the cuttiness of it, making sure we're not going too hectic on the cuts. Sometimes we can try to, being editors, we want
Be obvious about it.
be obvious. Try not to be
Overly
too
obvious.
and just trying to be an invisible artist.
Yes.
And you know
Yeah.
what I mean.
I hear you
Yeah.
completely. What do you think makes a good edit, Bryson?
Actually, to your point, Louis, and that's something that we all should learn as, writers and directors. It's okay to hand your work over to an editor, and it's a pleasure to see what they may come up with. I think that's one of the beauties of filmmaking, personally. So, you don't want to be too invested in your own work, I guess, and have the kind of temperament to let it over to someone else. And I think that's the beauty of editing as well. And just the pleasant surprise I had from, say, giving my footage to Louis. I think, I'm happy about that. Sorry, what was the original question, Gabby? I forgot.
No, you answered it beautifully.
Okay, yeah. A good edit. What's in a good edit? Everything that Louis said, subtle, beautiful, leaving the audience wanting more.
Yeah.
I
No,
think
but you make a great point. It's wonderful to have that collaboration. You know, for my part, it's always great to be able to really have the trust and freedom.
trust is the right word. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. You don't want to direct and edit. You want to be there, sitting with the editor you're working with,
Yeah.
and work together.
Great.
Thanks, Gabby.
Okay. All right, Ricky, you're up.
Right, so how many minutes are we in? We are about 20 minutes in, and just a reminder that the music supplied, the 5 tracks, have been supplied by Audio Network. So thank you for Audio Network supplying music. We use them a lot in reality TV, so fantastic resource. And just a reminder, if you haven't done the poll yet, make sure you put your answers in. The new poll is up about what is the best strategies for competing in Edit Royale. I just put, what did I put? I did a scroll through the music, but currently in the leaders, choose the music first and let it drive the edit. So that poll's going to stay open. So keep putting your answers in. We'll keep going through the night. But next up, we have another competitor who competed from last season. I'm making it like a new drama. It was Brianna. Come up, Brianna. Welcome back. Is this slightly bringing back haunting memories?
Yes, absolutely.
Now, so you are an assistant editor, is that correct?
That's right.
That's fantastic. So what sort of work do you usually work on?
Mostly TV drama.
Mhm.
So the last thing I worked on was Apple Cider Vinegar, and then My Brilliant Career for Netflix, but that's out in July or August.
Oh, amazing. So I think it's fantastic that an assistant editor has come in to edit, because I think a lot of people just presume it's the editors coming in. How did it feel being an assistant editor coming in? Is this something you've always wanted to do? Or
Yeah, it was good. I mostly had done corporate stuff before that, so it was good to trial it out. I definitely took more of a linear approach to it, but it was fun to just be creative for the night.
Oh, fantastic. So tell me about your approach. So you obviously competed in the same year as Mikey.
Yeah, we were in the same year, yeah.
Did your approach differ from Mikey's?
Well, I watched all the rushes.
You actually as an assistant does actually goes through the rushes.
My theme was, I think it was loneliness, which was interesting. So I listened to the music, found the track that I probably liked the most. I think in hindsight, I probably chose a track that was more, sounded more like score than like a music video.
Okay.
And I just kind of played tried to find, it was the pieces of the footage that I thought to me expressed loneliness, even if that wasn't contextually what they were about. I think I watched all the rushes, and then I did pretty much what they were saying on the poll.
Yeah.
Was like, okay, I'm going to pick out this bit and this bit, and then I think I found one piece. I think it was her looking in a mirror, trying on different smiles, and I thought that was kind of like an interesting shot, because I think sometimes we've all sort of been there when you're maybe feeling alone or trying to make yourself feel happy or something like that, and sort of built it around that as the sort of pivotal feeling.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
And I'm just again interested in the assistant editor world, because I know there's some assistant editors who like to be career assistants.
Yeah.
And then some assistant editors who are building up to becoming editor. Do you want to just talk about?
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably more in the ladder, building up towards editing. I think I really enjoy. A part of assisting that I really enjoy is getting to meet and all these editors that are seasoned professionals and learning from them, learning new things, and also learning then about myself and how I like to edit and how I see things, or where I've maybe get a bit too tunnel visioned and could grow a bit more and take a few more risks maybe, and how I can then when it is my chance, I can do that. I have all this knowledge to use as well, and then. But there is something really lovely about assisting. You're on the project from the get-go to the very end. So even if it's a job where multiple editors are coming and going, you're the person who is aware of everything, that coordinator with VFX, with online, with sound. So that's really cool to be that person as well, who's sort of involved with all those different departments.
Yeah. I think people need to really appreciate what some assistant editors do so much, and so it's fantastic.
Yeah.
And now, would you actually encourage assistant editors who want to get into editing, is this something they should give a go?
Yeah, I mean, I think Edit Royale in general is something that everyone should do once.
Yeah.
I think it really gives you, if you're not used to having to make, like I wasn't, make quick decisions in a very tight turnaround, it forces you to focus.
Yes, very much.
No procrastination really allowed. Or I didn't, like, maybe in my other work I would watch through the rushes and then sort of go and have a cup of tea and let it sort of play in my mind and create it in my head before I did the proper application of it. And this sort of makes you sit down, focus, think fast, grab something. Maybe you don't get the chance to watch all the rushes because you found the thing that matches your theme or matches what you want, and you're like, this is it, this is my idea, let's just go with that and move fast, which is what TV is as well, as moving quite quickly. So I think it's just a good train of the brain.
It is adaptability.
Exactly,
absolutely.
adaptability.
And if you were doing, so if we talk about adaptability, again, same question, if you were doing an all-star season, how would you approach it differently? And having done it once, would you have a different approach? What's something, if they had their headphones off, what would be the advice of, like, what's the technique?
Yeah,
or is there a technique?
I don't think there's any one way to go about it. I probably, like I said before, I didn't really take, I was in that mindset of quite linear drama, or like, so I sort of dramatized mine a little bit more, sort of made it short film, like less music video-esque, and I think I would probably lean into trying to spend a little bit, like once I had my idea or some sort of structure, I would then lean into playing it a little bit more, not as safe, and sort of trial some things. I was using Avid at the time, which I'd been using as an assistant, and I wasn't quite super sure how to use all the effect tools in that capacity, other than like comping and things like that. So whereas you can have a lot more I've been using Resolve for a short film recently, and there's a lot more fun you can have with Resolve, just quickly and easily, and without it buffering or rendering or anything like that. And I know you can do the same sort of thing with Premiere. So I think that I would probably just have set aside like 15 minutes or something like that for like risk taking, and tried to forget that people could see my screen and judging me on my that didn't work, trial and error, and just sort of do it for the fun of it, because when are you ever going to have a chance to do something that's not really, it's quite low risk, there's no whether you win or lose, it's not really about it's just about the fun of the process for you creatively than where you sit in the polls.
Oh, thank you so much, Brianna.
That's
so
right, thank you.
glad to have you back.
Thanks
we'll
so
probably
much.
have a chat with you again later and see how these guys are feeling.
Yeah,
so
great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right.
Gabby, welcome back. Oh, hello. Oh, I love a poll. Sounded weird.
We have some results in from our latest question, which is rank the best strategies for competing.
Okay, what do we got?
We have
Bit of feedback.
we have, what's winning is my choice, which is choose the music first and let it drive the edit. Skim the footage and make a game plan. That's a pretty good one too. Solid.
Solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be my top two.
Find an iconic moment in the footage to build your cut around, and that's quite a good one too. Spending half your time making selects of the footage, probably not a great use of your time, in my opinion. Throw stuff on the timeline quickly and start shaping from there. I could see that working. And the procrastination is the least favoured. Not surprising.
I'm very surprised at.
Oh, no,
I'd
so
read the
amazing.
news headlines, but that's just me. I'm a bit of a procrastinator.
Yeah. So now we're going to invite our intrepid leader,
ASC President Scott Walmsley. Hello. How's it going?
Yeah, good. Oh, well, I believe that it's happening.
This is very exciting. Thank you for bringing Edit Royale back. It's fantastic.
Yeah, well, it's just such an incredible opportunity to see what makes every editor distinctive and unique.
Yep.
And I'm a bit mean spirited, and I love putting people under a lot of pressure.
I come from reality TV. I'm just as harsh.
But I wanted to not take up too much time and just remind everyone about the Ellie Awards. So we do awards every year, and we have a lot of them now. And so I just thought I'd want to just touch base on a couple that we're doing. So we've got a new category.
Ooh, what's that?
Which is news and current affairs segments. So this is for all of our editors working in really high turnaround, fast-paced kind of action. maybe even faster pace than what these guys are going through, and kind of like they actually have to have some kind of journalistic integrity where these people can like lie to their heart's content.
Yep.
We've also made some changes to the drama category, so we now have scripted half hour and hour. And then we've also, I've lost my train of thought, but we've also added sports kind of editing into the trailers and promos. So for those who are making like those amazing like footy kickoffs or something for the FIFA Cup, like you've got that.
And then you've probably got some other type of awards, like the Emerging Editor Award. How does that work? Who's that for?
So the Emerging Editor Awards, like a really fantastic initiative to really support the editors like that are coming out. Like it's really important that we as a community really support the next generation. So we have an Emerging Editor Award for student, and we also have those who are like early career. So, and the only point for that is you just essentially just can't have been nominated for an Ellie.
Yep. Okay.
So kind of like it's just to help get those people get a little bit of a leg up. We've also got another award for assistant editors, post supervisors to really make sure that these people kind of really feel like the ASC is looking after them, and that's the Technical Excellence Award. We introduced this a couple of years ago, and what that is, it's all about really celebrating the amazing problem solving that these teams kind of do. Like workflows nowadays are crazy in terms of every production seems to be reinventing the wheel. Thankfully, places like Videocraft can help facilitate that. But there's a lot of people that try and bring all these kind of pieces together in really novel ways. And so that award is all about having a solution, a problem and a solution. And then finally, the other part that we kind of have is for editors who are very senior at kind of like a much more senior part of their career, which is for accreditation. So kind of like, you know, if you've been around for a while, been doing like really amazing work, you've been contributing to the community, you know, there might be a few editors in here that should maybe apply. No pressure. But yeah. But I also want to just let you know that there's a discount on at the moment, but it ends tomorrow. So if you haven't entered, you have to enter now. Otherwise, entries close on the 9th of August.
Okay,
So
9th of August. And when's the awards?
The awards are on the 6th of December. We're in a new venue. We're in
Ooh,
Surrey
where's that?
Hills. We're in the Teachers Federation building. And then we haven't figured out our after party, but it's probably going to be at the Hollywood Hotel.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
New venue, love it.
So like another party, here we go.
Hey.
The stress is already building. But yeah.
Cool, great. Thank you, Scott.
Great.
Everything about the awards.
Woo! Okay. So we have a special guest tonight, Lucas Vasquez, who will be doing a talk and a Q&A after the Lucky Door prizes. Lucas is an award-winning editor based in Sydney, working across scripted drama, feature documentaries, television and commercials. And so now I'd like to ask people to submit questions for the Q&A on Slido. So if you use that barcode again and start putting down some Q&A questions, that would be awesome. And now we have a presentation from Adobe.
G'day. Happy Edit Royale. It's been a few years, I think, since the last one, at least the last one I went to. I wish all the contenders good luck, and those that are watching and listening and learning and being able to take some of the insights, the unintended kind of tool tips and workflow approaches that these competitors are revealing to the rest of you. Hope you learn a few nuggets. And, you know, we're working on some stuff that's in the beta right now. One of them's colour. We really feel like we've reapproached colour in a different way for editors. So it can go very granular and be for color graders, but we really want editors to be able to provide feedback on how comfortable they are getting into the color tools inside of Premiere. From that, there is, I guess, elephant in the room. AI's here and we want feedback. We want to know what's working, what's not, in a new panel inside of Premiere called the AI Assistant. So basically, it's an LLM that can sit inside of Premiere and operate the software for you. You can kind of use it for lots of different reasons. It definitely needs a human who knows the product and knows what they're doing to ask it the right questions. I'll put on screen now how to go in and install the beta. Also, how you can go to the community page. And we want this feedback while it's in beta, so then, by the time it hits the production releases of Premiere, we've got a really good sense of what works, why, and what doesn't, why, and we can do something about it. All right, good luck. Enjoy your night. I'll see some of you around, hopefully soon. Cheers.
Okay, one of my favorite things as an executive producer is annoying editors right before a deadline and just talking to them when they really want to work. So that's what I'm going to do right now.
I love that, yeah.
So I'm here with Martin. Martin is working on Avid Media Composer and he drew Frenzy.
Yeah.
So your first 40 minutes, how are you feeling so far?
Yeah, good. I'm still kind of figuring out exactly where I'm going, but I've got a vibe. I've got where I want to, the mood and where it shifts and all that kind of stuff. I've kind of got an idea of that. So that's kind of where I'm starting from, yeah.
Yeah, great. And so now that you've obviously seen the rushes, you've heard the music, how's that working with your theme?
Yeah, good. I'm still solving some things in it, but I've kind of got, like some sections kind of, that I want to work with, so yeah.
Okay, and so your timeline's looking, it's got some gaps, you've got some music laid down.
Yeah.
Tell us about whereabouts are you in your cut so far?
Mind map kind of area. Yeah.
So still in progress?
Yes.
Still in progress?
Yeah.
Fantastic. So that's great. I'll let you go now.
All right, thank you.
I think Gabby's going to talk to contestant number 2.
I am. Oh, hello. Hi, Rachel. How are you?
I'm immersed in the world.
Okay, so Rachel has got nostalgia.
Yes, I do.
And she's editing on Avid.
I am.
My personal favourite.
I love it.
How are you feeling at this point?
Actually good.
Yeah?
I think I went in with the approach I planned to do, and it's working for me, which was picking my music. I'm a very music driven, so I've gone with picking my music, felt the feels. So
me too. I hear you go.
Yeah. Well, if you don't feel it, then what's the point?
Exactly, especially with nostalgia.
Well, yeah, exactly. But then it's funny when seeing all the footage. It's like, ooh, you've got to get really creative with how to fit in nostalgia.
Do you think it's difficult? Do you think the footage is difficult for nostalgia?
At first, I thought, oh yeah, it doesn't really lend into it. But I think listening to the soundtrack in the background, I think I've worked a way around it. So it's a lot of storytelling. But helping the music is helping with it.
Are there any sort of editing principles that you're leaning into to help evoke nostalgia?
Look, it's really finding the sweet spot. I've gone through all of the rushes and just subbed out every bit that I've every single look that I feel like, oh yeah, that's a look I can use.
Yeah. So you're really honing in on that brief.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, again, like the music is so important to me. So I think the combination of making sure I put the footage with the right piece of music that hits where I'm cutting at the moment.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Well, thank you for humouring me. I can tell you just want to get back to it. Okay.
Thanks.
I'm with contestant number 3, Vera, who's cutting on Premiere and has the theme of terror. How are you feeling at the moment?
Good. I'm just going through making some selects, and I've chosen my music, which was the first one. And I was just kind of comparing all the other tracks to that one, so I was like, that's probably the one.
So you got your music down pretty quickly?
Yeah.
How far in were you when you got that sorted?
I did that first thing.
Oh, nice.
Because I just felt like I want to create something with, I want to fit the footage to the music. And I think, with different types of footage, you can kind of cut at certain places to make it fit whatever theme.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
So speaking of your theme, how are the rushes working with your theme?
Yeah, I think it's good. I think Terror is probably one of the easier ones because it's, you know, you can do like fast kind of cuts with that, and you know, you don't have to rely on the footage so much.
Yep.
You can kind of make it a bit more about the edit. Not that it has to be like frenzied the entire time, but like
Yeah. So you're relying more on your rhythm, pacing.
yeah, right, and the music as well. I think that will be the key thing.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And what's your next 20 minutes involve? What are you looking to do?
Just finish my selects, which I'm almost done with, and then start getting stuck into it. Just power through it.
Power
like
through it. Love
last
it.
hour.
Love it.
Can't
Okay, I'll
believe it.
let you go.
Thanks.
Good luck.
Okay.
Oh God.
Hello. Hi. I'm coming in here. I'm coming in. I'm
Okay.
coming in. Hi. So, how are you feeling, Ken?
I'm okay. Yeah. Just got through my selects, which is good.
So you've got Pride.
Yes.
I think that's a tough one myself. How are you feeling about it?
Yeah, it's a tricky one. Yeah, I'm spending a bit more time doing selects on the close-ups. I think trying to get
You
that.
got to really get in there in the emotion. don't you? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's so internal, as I was saying before. But yeah, I'm ahead on the rushes, like the selects, which is good.
Yeah.
I'm starting to assemble. I was playing the music while I was listening to the rushes, and I think two tracks are probably sticking out.
And what's happening with, like, what are you thinking at this stage about, like, the pacing with Pride? It's sort of...
Yeah, it's a tricky one because, I'm trying to work out which sections I want to do. Maybe a section that's a bit faster, and then maybe it resolves into something a bit slower at the end, just to kind of land that emotion. I
hear
think.
you. So have you been drilling down into the music tracks?
I have, yeah. So now I'm starting to edit the music at the moment. Yeah,
I would imagine that that's necessary with this subject.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. And what else are you using in terms of time-saving devices to get you through?
I'm just using this pancake timeline.
Love the pancake. You are using it. I can
Yes.
see. It's awesome. Sorry, we're on Premiere here, so not my tool of choice.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Everyone's got their tool of choice, I think. And
They do.
Yeah.
They do. How do you think you placed for the last run?
I think I'm all right. I'm making all these different associations with the footage, and I'm trying to build a narrative out of it. But
great.
it is tricky. Yeah, it is tricky. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to stop using your time.
All
Here
good.
we go.
Thank you. Cheers.
And I'm with contestant number 5, Adisha, who's working on DaVinci Resolve and has pulled the theme of distress. Are you feeling distressed right now?
Extremely.
So, how are you feeling about your cut so far? It seems like you got a lot of selects, a lot of things on your timeline already. Are you out where you are?
I think I've got the music bed that I want going, so I'm just trying to lean into a more narrative style with distress, because there's good performance.
And tell me what you've done so far. Have you spent a lot of time with the rushes? Have you actually finished?
Yeah, I've scrubbed through all the rushes
Gone
and
through it all?
listened to all the music and made my select, made a sound bed, and now I'm just trying to find a sort of connection between the two characters that are available.
Great. And then, so what's your plan over the next 30 minutes? What's is in the short term?
Identifying what I want to use and knowing for sure what I don't want to use, because once I have that, then I can just work on refining what I'm sure about.
And then I guess, is there any techniques that you usually use that you're implementing today?
My hands are more shaky than I'd like them to be.
Okay.
So the wake-up is not operating very well, but it's okay. Power through.
You power through? Oh,
Yes.
great. So you got over an hour left. I'll let you go.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. We'll talk. We'll chat back with you soon.
Okay.
I'll grab that up here.
So I'm just going in here. Yep.
Okay, that's actually me, isn't it?
Oh, no.
Okay, so going to introduce Finn McClay from Videocraft. Are you nearby? And Mark.
Hi. Hi, Mark. Mark's going to introduce Finn McClay at Videocraft, who is running the technical operations for today.
Thank you, Ricky. I wanted to introduce you into the belly of the beast for Videocraft Pro and what made all this sort of happen tonight. Of course, live production for broadcast and internet delivery is just one of the application areas that Videocraft Pro can assist in, but it's a small part of the overall story. Videocraft Pro works collaboratively with customers across areas including studio builds, post-production systems, content management systems, remote workflows, and much more. We've commandeered the training facility here today, so that's what you're standing in. So needless to say, they also offer comprehensive training and support. I guess fundamentally, the company is working with customers to leverage 20 years of broadcast experience, new technology, cloud infrastructure, automation, robotics, and AI tools to create highly productive and simple workflows. Whether customers are operating in a studio, at a live event like this one, across a room, or in multiple locations simultaneously across the world, Videocraft Pro provides optimal solutions. I'll let you check in with Finn to learn a bit about his role and Edit Royale. So he'll take you into the belly of the beast.
Hello, everyone. It might be hard depending on, because it's quite dark in here, but you might be able to see kind of what's in front here. Oh yeah, the lighting's pretty good. We might get a bit of infinity here, but nah, we're okay. So on the left here we have audio. As of now, we have our lovely volunteer Emma, who is doing the audio for us. Thank you, Emma. In the middle here, we have our playback machine, which is doing vMix. More or less, I'm just kind of queuing up just a couple of video assets. And then we have our lovely vision mixer here, who is taking them live. What else? We also have some PTZ controllers here, just on the right. We have our microphones, our Sennheisers down below. And then we have our records, which is done by EVS. I know, extremely overkill. And but yeah, we've got an XT-VIA and an X-File doing the records, which is lovely. What else can I say about Edit Royale? There's been a couple of challenges in terms of Edit Royale with some audio stuff. I'd like to give a special thanks to Connor and Patrick helping me out with the Maddie and also Dante stuff, which was amazing. Other than that, everything's been pretty good. We of course had that little hiccup in the beginning when the stream and the video and audio wasn't synced, but we fixed that pretty quick. But yeah, we might head back into the room now, and I can hand back to our lovely hosts. I'm gonna bring it back in. Where are our hosts? On stage, I'll that is cool. Alrighty, I'll now hand it back to you.
Hi there. So, Marcus Freelander is going to have a conversation with us now about colour grading. Marcus is a Sydney-based freelance colourist with almost a decade grading feature films, episodic content, commercials, music videos and branded content. His work spans high-end advertising and fashion through to more textural, film-inspired short-form pieces. He came up through some of Australia's leading post-production facilities before going independent, giving him a working knowledge of the whole pipeline from edit to delivery. He's also co-founder of Flow Labs, a remote review platform built for professional post workflows, and works regularly with leading cinematographers and directors across the Australian industry. Okay, so tell us a bit about yourself. What type of work do you do?
All of what you said. These days,
brilliant.
mainly commercials.
Yeah.
But the occasional short film, music videos, and then a feature every now and then.
And how long have you been doing it?
Professionally, about a decade.
Yeah.
And then maybe slightly longer,
Yeah.
not as a job.
And I always think that like colour grading is such, you know, a dark arts art form, and it's you like when you explain it to people that aren't in the industry, they sort of can't fathom what it is and how somebody knows about it. It's sort of not something that you really do know about unless you're in the industry. So how did you come to it?
I'm not sure how I discovered it originally. I was, I think, initially very into photography. And the thing I found was that I was taking photos so that I could edit them.
Yeah.
And I would take a photo and I would edit it and re-edit it and re-edit it. And I think eventually I had discovered that the same kind of thing existed for videos, which led me down a sort of rabbit hole into discovering color grading.
Yeah.
And back then, I think things are different now. Back then there wasn't as much information online. And I think these days there are creators online that are putting out information which are great starting places for people.
Yep.
And I was very fortunate because I didn't have some of those resources to meet a bunch of industry people that really helped me at those beginning moments.
Yeah. And so what are some of the fundamentals of colour grading, like the fundamental principles that you use?
There are probably two main fundamentals. One is look development, so sort of the more creative aspect of it.
Yeah.
The other is sort of shot matching, or the more technical aspect. I think often colour grading, there's a big focus on the former. You know, all of the sort of magic and sexiness of colour grading is look development and film emulation and all of this stuff. And we get to do it, but really the bulk of the work is matching and making things feel consistent
and like scenes that were shot over multiple days in exteriors.
Multiple days, multiple cameras.
Yeah, and making it look seamless. Yeah. No, I hear you. So like a follow on from that is, so what separates the wheat from the chaff in terms of what makes the difference between a good colour grader or a great one?
I think more and more the thing that makes a really good colorist is their ability to work collaboratively with people.
Yeah.
It's part of the job where, you know, it's really up to us to try to help creatives put their vision on a screen.
Yeah.
And often you're sort of conformed to the media that you have or the limitations of what's been shot, you know, the lighting or the however it's been done. And I think really good colorists are people that are able to help and understand other creatives and share a bit of their own experience and expertise to offer different solutions to things that they might be looking for. And to do that consistently across a variety of looks and approaches and different people and the way that different people want to work.
And also I think sometimes terminology comes into it with grading where people, you know, they might have a strong creative vision, but they don't actually have the terminology to express this.
You're right. And, you know, as colorists, sometimes we're working with cinematographers that have a lot of working knowledge, and other times we're presenting to agency or to client.
Yeah, exactly.
And the way that you speak to both and work with both is different, and I think really good colorists are really good communicators.
Yeah, yeah. No, I completely see that. It's sort of holding that room in your hand type of thing. So, and helping everybody get there and feel like they're being heard, and and finding something cohesive in that at the same time.
Yeah.
That has a crossover with being an editor in those scenarios, let me tell you. And so how are some of the ways that grading can enhance the emotional impact of a scene?
There are a few different things we can do in grades to help kind of move forward the idea that creatives are trying to get across. You know, sometimes it's about the temperature of scenes, how sort of cool or saturated or dark something feels. Often it's working out what the intention was in the way that it was lit, what that is trying to do for the story. And often I actually find more and more that grades are being informed by the feeling of the edit. So sometimes it's the pacing of the edit, what shots were chosen, for how long, why, and what can we do in color land to try to accentuate that. You know, it can be little things. For an example, like let's say you have a very fast-moving edit, something that's very sort of frantic intentionally. There are certain color decisions that we can make that emphasize that feeling and can help with an energy type
Yeah.
thing
Yeah.
that can help sell whatever we're trying to say.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, no, completely. It's, I mean, I think for an editor, it's in the same way. It's the original footage is informing your edit. So you're just taking it that one step further, aren't you? So editors and assistant editors sometimes have to, you know, do their own grades for screenings and things like that. So can you think of any steps that they can take to sort of facilitate that in their own realm? I mean, obviously we need a colorist to finish it, but just in terms of, you know, getting us that step through to approval and
Yeah, absolutely. It's a good question because I think that the more things can look like a refined temp grade, the more people in the room are thinking about the edit
Yeah.
rather than noticing inconsistencies.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's a good question.
Yeah.
For a lot of productions are shot across multiple cameras and a multi-format.
Yeah.
And sometimes, if you're fortunate, they'll all be shot across the same manufacturer, but it's not always the case, which means that you might have very different color spaces that things are starting on. Or another way to say that is there might be quite sort of inconsistencies with the raw footage and how it looks.
Yeah.
So I think having a bit of a working knowledge, even if it's just sort of the fundamentals of what a color space is, how to move between them,
Yeah.
and then therefore how to sort of get everything in a really similar place before, you know, applying some type of, whether it's a show lot or some type of transform onto it.
Yeah.
Just means that everything will be much more aligned,
Yeah.
which is sort of the fundamentals of grading.
Yeah.
I think that's like a useful thing for editors to have some knowledge of.
Yeah. And it's probably good, though, not to try and push it. I don't know. In my experience, it's probably a good thing just to keep it in that realm of trying to pull it into the same space rather than going off on a tangent, because as we know, that can just send you down a rabbit hole where
Yeah, it can do. And also, you know, if you don't want to maybe make decisions based on what you can do to proxies as you move them around, that you might realize in a grade, like, we actually did have some more flexibility here, and maybe we would have made different decisions in an edit.
I mean, I think for me, I like to keep it, as an editor, I like to keep it as close as possible to how it was seen on set, so that you can have a conversation about that grade is happening later. If you push it too far any which way, that can become either a bone of contention or something that people are wedded to, that you don't want them wedded to.
You can very much get offline eyes.
We might be going somewhere else.
It's funny. It sort of exists in both ways.
Yeah,
you either want it the way that people have seen it, or you want it to look very similar to how it might end up in order to try to get client used to wherever we're going sooner rather than later.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks a lot. Okay. So, we're about to draw the Lucky Door Prize.
Lucky Door Prize. So if you haven't got pizza from upstairs, make sure you get some pizza because that's arrived. But Lucky Door Prize time. Make sure you get your tickets ready.
Yeah.
Because we're drawing a couple of prizes.
Woo! And keep your questions on the Q&A coming.
Yes, we have Lucas coming up in a bit. So if you've got any questions that you want to ask Lucas or any questions you want him to answer, make sure you put it on the Slido poll.
Yeah. Woo!
Okay, shall we start doing Lucky Door Prizes?
Yes, I would love to.
Who's up first? So we're going to bring in some of our sponsors who are going to help draw our lucky tickets. First we'll get ASC Vice President Micah McGowan. Ooh, nearby?
Is he here?
Where's Mikey?
Mikey!
Mikey will draw the winner of a Adobe Creative Cloud 1-year subscription. Oh, not Mikey, Micah.
Oh, is it?
Micah.
Oh, it's Micah.
Micah?
Oh, it's Micah.
Do we have... Upstairs, Micah. Oh, the people at the pizza coming down. So One moment. I'll just do a little
Okay.
dance while
Yeah,
we're
we could do a
waiting.
dance together.
Yeah, we'll
Sorry, I don't want to leave you.
A little moment. Micah, you coming nearby? Here we go. Here we go. Okay, so Vice President Micah will be drawing the Adobe Creative Cloud 1-year subscription for one lucky person who is, I'm getting my ticket out too.
Yeah, me too.
Number is 474-233.
Sorry, the 474-233.
474-233. Who's got that ticket? 474-233. Are you eating pizza upstairs? How long will we give them?
10,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Oh! Hey, we got Leon. Congratulations. Come on, Leon, come on up.
Is this, that's the...
Hey, congratulations.
Sure. Do you want me to? Yeah. Okay. Okay, and next up we have Pretty from Audio Network, Audio Technica Professional Monitor Headphones. These are amazing.
Hope I don't win this because I don't want to be taking them back. 474-228.
Woo! You doing the next one? Yeah. You got something, Olivia?
Thank you. Okay, next one. We are from Videocraft Pro, Olivia Jean. Come on up. Olivia will be drawing for the Avid Media Composer Ultimate 1-year subscription. Good prize. Draw it.
Mm.
Right, okay. Oh, I think I need to my glasses because I brought my glasses. But anyway, number is 474-206.
Louis. Wonderful. Now we have Tamara Meek from the ASE is going to pull out the DaVinci Resolve Studio plus a DaVinci Resolve Speed Editor.
It is 474-225.
Mark Richards. Whoa.
Next one, can I call up Mark Richards, who'll be giving away the Boris FX 1-year subscription.
Thank you, Ricky. I love these moments, except I don't get to go in them. Okay, the number is... They are small, aren't they? Okay, glasses. I remember the first edit Royale. It was so long ago, I didn't even wear glasses. 474241. We're taking photos. Hold your thing. Oh, you've got it. Thank you. Congratulations.
And now we have Leo from Wacom with the Wacom Intuos Pro tablet.
Leo got called away.
Oh, okay. Would somebody else like to pull it?
I'm back for more. So we want to hear a little bit of noise, huh?
Yes.
There we go. There you go. That's okay. All right, the numbers. Okay, the glasses again. Okay. 474216.
16.
Here it is.
You've got 15 seconds. Oh, is that a yell from the stairway? Oh, dramatic entrance. Let's cheer him in, whoever it is. Hey! Hey! Next one's from Scott, president of the ASE, who will be drawing 2 tickets to the 2026 Australian Screen Editors Award. Wrong number.
All right. The number is 474238.
Whoa!
And next we
You've got the
have
big one.
City from ISO with the Color Edge, the 27-inch color management LCD monitor.
Ooh.
Me.
Can I just say, I've had so many people just ask me to rig this one, so kind of whoever wins, you're welcome.
Right. Let's do this. Okay. So the winner of an Asus monitor, no, I mean ASO monitor. What's the number? Oh, here. Oh, yeah. Okay, the winner is 474217. Well done! Congratulations!
Okay, so now we have some.
I think we've got some bonus merch, some bonus prizes that we're going to start giving away, so keep your tickets handy, I think. Let's just start drawing some numbers. Some ASE merch. First number is 474211.
211, people.
Hey, Martin! Get some merch.
We have an XL one here.
Got another number? 474236. 474. Hey, it's Tess. Congrats. You have some ASE merch.
Do you want that, or this is a large men's tee, or that's a... Do we have another? We have another. Let me see. Oh, no, we've got one more. We've got that's a large.
I think we've got a few more to give away. Two more. 47. Oh, I think this is me. 474213 is me. Yay! Great. Woo. Yes. Finally won something. I think we got one more. That was totally not rigged. The last one is 474210. 210. Anyone? It might be one of the competitors because of the early number. Have they got their tickets? Silence. 210. Right, let's draw again. Let's draw again. 474226. 226. 226? 226? Hey, there we go. Congratulations. Is that all our prizes?
That's it.
That's it. That is it. Okay. So look, on the clock, we just hit 50 minutes remaining. Gabby, do you want to check on Martin? See.
Okay, here we go.
Let's see how our competitors are going now. Let's bug them again just to see.
Just
amp
get
up the
get
pressure.
a little update.
Amp up the pressure.
Oh, yes. I'm back. Oh, hopefully we've got a mic. Hang on. Hang on a second. No, it's all right. I can pass to you. Okay. So, 50 minutes. How are we feeling?
Yeah, good. I think I understand what I'm doing. It's been very intuitive, and then trying to figure out some sort of story, which has been the hardest part, I think. But I've got my music there. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm conveying the theme as strongly as I can. So at this point,
Well, frenzy. That might be easy. Easier in this circumstance. No.
well, maybe, but I'm just trying to find the music is not quite as pacey. So then I'm like figuring out a way to do that.
A way to do that without the music, fitting fully with the brief. Yeah. Yep.
Massaging the music somehow. So yeah.
And so you would say the music is your biggest setback at the moment?
I mean, the music's been pretty good because I guess frenzy is tricky because you don't want to make it like hectic the whole way through. So I'm kind of like, I'm liking the different sections, but then I've got to build up to that theme. So that's at the end, yes. Yeah.
Okay. And most importantly, are you going to get there?
Oh, yeah, I'll get there.
I love a confident voice. There we go. Brilliant. Okay. I'll let you get back to it.
Thank you.
What's up?
Hello. I am with Rachel.
Time to have a drink.
Rachel's in for a drink. Rachel's contestant number 2, working on Avid Media Composer, and has the theme of nostalgia. So I can see you've got a lot of, like, a very defined music at the moment, but you've got not much vision at the moment. What's your current process? Talk us through that.
Is this on? Oh, there it is.
There you
So
go.
yeah, as I mentioned before, I'm very music focused. So I've gone in and I've cut the music how exactly I want it, and now it's just a matter of putting the footage in. So I kind of have a vision as to what I'm putting together. It's just putting it together at this point. So
Great. So you have the music edits in place. So it
Oh,
feels
yeah.
like you visualize what the
Yes.
vision is. Just needs to go in.
it just has to go in.
So
yeah.
so your last 50 minutes, what is the plan? Are you going to
It's
spend
just-
some time just massaging it?
It's just massaging it. So yeah, at this point, it's just getting the story in with the music, and then I've got a little tweak that I'm kind of working some magic on. So hopefully
Oh.
I have time to work it. So we'll see.
Excellent. So and how much have you got the rushes down to at the moment? You've got it down to.
Let's see. Look, they're real snippets, but I know exactly what I'm looking for. As you can see, I've already got a marker as to how I'm going to end it. So I think I know what I'm doing. I think we've got time.
Are you confident? So you confident?
Oh, yeah.
We'll get there.
I don't
Okay.
know. Yeah, we'll see. I'll get there. Yeah.
Fantastic. We'll talk to you soon.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
Hey, Vina, how you going?
Good.
Do you feel like you're going to get there?
It's possible.
Yeah. What have we got again? What's our theme?
I've got Terror.
Oh, Terror. Yeah.
So
Okay.
I'm just kind of building out the beginning. I'm just doing chronologically.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
I
And
think
what's been the most difficult thing so far?
I'm trying to create a story.
Yeah. Narrative's always hard in this sort of time frame.
Yeah, I've got the music. I've just got to figure out what is the most terrifying thing in this footage.
And so you've spent quite a lot of time like actually sourcing the footage, yeah?
Yeah, I've done a lot of selects just down the bottom.
Yeah, nice.
Pancaking it.
Yeah, I
and
can see you pancaking. Lovely.
Just trying to figure out. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, great.
Best story.
And are you going to get there?
It's a good question. We'll see.
Leave us hanging.
Yeah.
That's
what being a trailer editor is all about.
Exactly. Leave us hanging.
Yeah.
Okay. Brilliant.
Thanks.
I'll let you get back to it. Good luck.
Thank you.
Fantastic. I'm with contestant number 4, Kent, who's working on Adobe Premiere and has the theme of Pride. Now, you were a little bit unsure about the Pride topic when we last chatted. How are you feeling now that you've seen the rushes, you've got the music going? Is it working for you?
I think interpretation's going to do a lot of heavy lifting. I
Yep.
think with Pride, yeah, it's tricky. I've got a few key shots that I think communicate it, and I'm hoping the kind of slightly abstract story I'm building up can justify, can have that payoff
Yep.
at the end. But we'll see. I don't know. It's a tricky one. Yeah.
And you had a pretty set strategy coming in. Is that coming to plan, or have you had to pivot quite a bit?
I went through the selects way quicker than I was expecting to.
That's good.
Yeah, in my head, for some reason, I thought you guys were going to give me way too much footage and then not enough time to do the selects. But there was actually a comfortable amount of time to do the selects. So, and now I'm just trying to fill up this timeline and then basically refine.
Great.
Yeah.
So you've got about 45 minutes to go. What is your plan over the next 15, 20 minutes?
I think the next 15, 20 minutes fill up the timeline and then like at least have the timeline filled and then start to add different things to make it more and more of a story and more of a build and more of a build and a payoff at the end. Yeah.
Fantastic. And final question, are you craving chicken right now?
I am. I'm actually starving.
Excellent. All right, you'll be able to eat soon in about 45 minutes, so I'll let you go.
Great. Thanks so much.
Hey, Adisha, how are you
Hello.
going?
I think I'm doing better than I thought.
Oh, yeah? Great.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So, what have been the biggest setbacks so far? You've
Trembling hands.
Okay, good. Yeah. All right. Well, you know, they're not good in DIY or in editing.
Hey.
So we've got distress.
Yes. I'm method editing.
We're not talking about you and your
Yes.
distress. We're
Yes.
just talking about in the editing.
Yeah.
So, do you think the footage lends itself to distress?
I do think so.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's been
so
lucky.
yeah. And how about the music? How's that working for you?
It's interesting. They were all very different tonally. This one just felt more narrative to me and more and less like a trailer.
Yes.
So
right.
yeah, there's a lot more breadth in this one, which makes it interesting to then figure out where you want to do the cut because there's a lot of empty spaces.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Interesting. I'm so looking forward to seeing it. Do you think you're going to get there?
Oh, yeah.
We've got 45 minutes
yes,
to go.
Yes, it'll get there. There will be something, for sure.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Best of luck.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Testing.
Testing.
Give me 1 second. Yeah. Yeah. What's Bad Boy Girl? Yeah. Oh, okay. We're live. Okay.
Here we go.
Hello, everybody. We are here with the man, Lucas Vasquez, a film and commercials editor, music video editor, based out of Sydney, award-winning, incredibly, in my opinion, accomplished. Trying to pull up just your little bio right now, but maybe we can wait until I've worked that out. But yeah, so slow. But we're going to roll with a music video that Lucas Vazquez has cut. So if the streaming team is able to go with that, and I can sort my shit out. Ew, that was a ASE Ellie's Award winner. I think back in 2021. Is it that be right?
Maybe, yeah, 21, 22.
When we still had the music
we
video.
don't have it
cut.
anymore.
No, it's getting cut. It's getting it's getting rolled into a bunch of other content.
Okay.
So that was a few years ago. That was essentially, in my from what I can recollect, Genesis Owusu's kind of breakout moment.
Definitely.
So, you know, he was working with a very exciting director, as you have a relationship with, Riley Blakeway. Tell me how yourself and Riley cross paths
I mean, we'd probably cross paths I'd say 10 years prior. We kind of grew up in a similar area, and there's actually a lot of people in the filmmaking industry, whether editing or on set, that came from a surfing background as well. So, yeah, that cross paths there, and then kind of worked together over a few projects. But that was definitely a fun one. You're 100% right. Genesis kind of launched at the time, and I remember Riley mentioning the job, and he was like, I hadn't heard of him at all. And he's like, but he's got an awesome presence and he commands a lot of authority visually. And I was like, oh yeah, let's do it. And yeah, he went on, I think he won, that also won Triple J Music Video of the Year as well. Yeah. So yeah, it's a fun one to work on. And to be honest, it's him. It's Genesis doing his thing that kind of is the fun bit.
Yeah, sure. I mean, you know, what was production like on that? How did you kind of turn it into the edit that was? Were there scenes cut and setups that were cut to, you know, kind of bring it to that cohesive vibe that we're seeing on screen?
Totally. I mean, actually there was a crazy rainstorm on that shoot and they missed out on a couple of scenes, so we had to kind of make do with what we had, but there was a whole nother scene that was supposed to go in there. I think he was getting buried alive from recollection, and kind of Kanye-esque, Back of the Boot style vibe, bit of a nod to that. But yeah, so that didn't make it in, so we just had to kind of do it, but it was super fun to work on.
Epic, man. It's funny, I think in his new album he gives Kanye a hard time, and you know,
deservedly so.
Deservedly so. You know, commercials and music video, we'll get to your commercials in a minute, but you know, you know, it seems like a common thread with successful commercial editors that, you know, getting good at music video essentially, or at one of those things, it feeds into the other. So, you know, I'd love to hear your opinion on why you think they go hand in hand.
I mean, I guess apart from the obvious duration similarities, I guess it becomes a timing rhythm thing that you just hone in on. I don't know. That's not to say that you know, you can't cut music videos if you're a feature editor or anything like that. I think you just end up in that world naturally. I would say that's probably the first catalyst, and then you kind of just. I mean, I did early that. Like you said, that was a long time ago now. I haven't cut a lot of music videos since then. But I at the time I was really seeking them out, and I think that's a really fun thing to do. Obviously, a lot of the time they've got zero to no budget, so. It's definitely, it's like this. It's rip in and just do some fun stuff where you get to creatively show yourself, inject a bit of something, and hopefully do something cool.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of leads into my next question, which is probably more leaning towards what happens on commercials. But, you know, quality cinematography versus quality storytelling. You know, when you have to compromise one for the other, when do you know, what do you do when you have to make that decision? And how do you handle that?
Yeah, I mean that's a curly one. I guess
there are no DPs.
Yeah, I mean depends. Depends the type of thing you're cutting. A music video, you almost lead with the visuals, right? So you're hunting out those either that key performance to build around, or the say Genesis clips. I'll kind of often keep an eye out for his movement. Where's he put himself in the room? What's gonna punctuate the music the best? So to answer that, very much visual. I'll pick what is the most beautiful thing, and kind of force myself to build something around that. Often, when it is a very visual piece. Now, obviously, if it's something like a commercial where the visual needs to take, you know, second to the performance. Obviously, performance is always going to trump it. And yes, the amount of times I always have a chuckle when the director's taken it offline away to a DP and you get DP notes, I always just scrunch them up and throw them away. But it is interesting question. But again, likewise, montage editing in commercials. Again, if you've got a loose idea of what you want to say, and it's all about finding those. And it's a visual piece. It's all about finding those key things, and there you do lean into what is the most beautiful thing, what jumps out, and try and build around those key moments. I find is what I tend to go to instinctively.
Yeah, I mean that makes absolute sense. In saying that, when you're working with things that are highly stylized and beautifully shot, and everything's like a beautiful frame, it's a language in itself to learn how to talk. And I'm wondering, on a personal level, how do you maintain, talking that language or having a good artistic eye in order to, speak that language, when it comes down to being in the room and having to deliver?
Yeah. As in, how do I stay sharp, or how do I stay inspired?
How do you stay sharp? Both, actually.
Yeah, that's a tricky one. I find even if you've been off the tools for a little while, you jump back in, and it is like riding a bike, and it might take a second, but you do have to let things kind of, especially if we're talking more with a visual lens, let that stuff kind of jump out to you, because it can be a bit daunting. I'm sure these guys might have found, you're looking at a bunch of cool shots. Mm-hmm. Where do we start? And then just inspiration wise, I guess just watch as much varied stuff as I possibly can. I definitely don't have one thing I stick to. I definitely don't dive too deep and consume a lot, but I try to keep a bit of a broad range of everything. Would probably be my thing.
How about photography, or books, or those types of things that that help you kind of develop your own language?
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy photography myself. Probably a lot of other people, pretty time poor to, photography can be pretty selfish. You're going out by yourself just shooting. But, definitely doing that. And then, I mean, as toxic as Instagram can be, there is a little bit of a positive of a little bit of mindless scrolling, letting that seep in and kind of hit your subconscious, if it's good stuff, obviously. Yeah. But, just kind of exposing yourself, but also probably not forcing. I don't force myself to kind of go, right, this is my research time or anything. I try and let it sit across everything. Yeah.
Try to live your life, I guess. And kind of going back to the question before, coming past shots that require reframing in order to find something more interesting in it or tell the story more clearer. How do you feel about, essentially fixing somebody's work, aka the DP? How does that sit with you, Lucas?
Well, as in reframing a DP shot?
As in reframing a DP shot and finding another shot in a shot. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm doing that a fair bit, but not dramatically. And I dare say, especially when it comes to commercials, probably the first thing I'll jump to, if I've found a take that I really like for a performance, is split screening where possible. So I'll be bash comping the hell out of performances or doing things like that. That's going to improve the timing, and we're basically, a lot of people will say, creating a third option that didn't exist before. And I think that's I'll probably jump to that very quickly, if I'm honest, about retiming, especially retiming actors' performances online. And when you're talking in commercial, where you want to step on things occasionally and just keep things going quickly, that's something I definitely do. And definitely in kind of narrative world as well. There's some of the pilot I cut a while ago was very much that real heavy comedic, jumping on each other's line, which was super fun, kind of doing that kind of stuff. And
that's I'm glad I asked that question. I was like, anyways, a lot of editing, as you get deeper into it, is about feeling and instinct. Do you recall when that truly occurred to you, and how did you learn to trust your own?
Yeah, and Yeah, I can't. I don't know when, but it happens retrospectively where I'll like do something or often come back to a piece and go, "Oh yeah, that was a great combination of 3 shots," or "That was really good." So those instincts are definitely once you start to trust yourself, and even if it feels a bit like you're doubting yourself at the time, just kind of stick with what the first idea that comes almost, and the first instinct, and then have those ideas put away as quickly as you can. And I guess, yeah, there's no one point that came to me, but I do notice it more retrospectively, like whether it be a week later, whether it be the next day, or whether it be a year later. I think that's when you start to, know to follow your instincts, when you can look back at your stuff and go, oh yeah, cool, that was the best decision I could have made with what was in front of me, or etc. Yeah.
All right, before we roll on to some other work, putting your best foot forward, the best possible version first in front of a client or, the room. How do you influence the hand-holding process through the course of a commercial job or otherwise, despite knowing that things can change dramatically? How do you approach a decision? Let's just go with that first.
So, I mean, in regards to like once the director is happy, or we're showing clients, or like...
Yeah, when you're at that stage of screening. Yeah.
Screening, yeah. I mean, because I'd say each stage has a different approach. So I wouldn't approach the first cut or working through my ideas with the director the same as I would a client, an agency, or the same as I would the client overall. But, I mean, from the agency and client perspective, I guess, like, it's by that point it's kind of being driven on its own. It's become its own beast. But I guess, like, yeah, if it's more like, how do I sell in something that I really like that other people might not agree on, I guess there's only so much of that you can do in those situations. Like, at the end of the day, you're building something for someone else. So,
true.
Yeah, so
yeah,
try once or twice, and like usually kind of do it in a subtle way. But yeah, there is some like little dark arts to Edit Suite, kind of getting things across the line, which
managing the room.
Yeah, and I would say the best way to do it, and I'm sure it's a properly well documented tactic, is a little bit of inception, is making other people feel like it's their idea.
Yeah.
And having it go through that way. And the other thing I like about that whole process is, like, I'll kind of always be super open to anyone's idea.
Yeah.
And because you never know where that's going to go,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That absolutely helps. All right, let's roll a couple of other bits and bobs and talk to them. If we could roll number 2, please.
What's this, a commercial? Or?
This is a commercial.
How is it Australians are so laid back? It's simple. They're all wearing comfy undies.
The best super placement I've ever done. That's all.
So you placed that super. Yeah. No. Yeah. You're cutting very sharp on that one. That one, featuring a Robert Irwin. Everybody calm down. Directed by Stefan Hunt. Tell us what your involvement is in a spot like that. Yeah. Are we able to just roll that one again, please?
How is it Australians are so laid back? It's simple. They're all wearing comfy undies.
Tell us, what does the editor do in a one-shot ad like that?
Yeah, I mean, the fun thing of actually doing a little one like that, I mean, other than like there's multiple plates in there to build that together, We actually cut the the reptile park is where they shot the croc. They did that well ahead of time, so we were picking takes for that and doing stuff that so they could pre-visit on set and make sure everything was right. And then like finding little bits that we could chuck in. But like the actual fun bit of that is you'd be surprised how much time we spend picking that shot and like dissecting it and arguing the merits of one take versus the other and like getting super granular. Because like that thing falls over if it's not nice in every little spot. I mean, the fact that it was Robert Irwin and it became a bit of a like cultural zeitgeist piece and it became this, took on the whole life of its own is pretty funny in itself. But yeah, there's lots of little bits in there and like obviously playing around with the sound and stuff and then flicking that over to the sound house. But yeah, it's like super fun. Like, and that was one of like two. Well, there was another one as well that was very, very similar again, like super platey, just one shot reveal. But they're super fun. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so it's beautiful work. Yeah, let's move to the next one, which should be Quit New South Wales, directed by Jack Naylor.
Well, I'd always want to smoke when I was at a mate's place.
Every day, every single day.
When I was at a party, I always wanted to smoke.
When I couldn't sleep.
Morning was my smoking time.
I'd wake up and I'd go out the back for that first smoke. I'd get my flat white before work, and then I'd be standing there with a cigarette in the other hand.
When I was bored.
No idea why.
I used to smoke when I was gardening. Oven on, off outside for a ciggy.
I'd never really smoked except when I was out with mates.
I'd really only smoke
I talked to the advisor at Quitline about what would work best for me. We ended up choosing patches. So yeah, I've been using one of those.
Beat cravings one at a time. Search I Can Quit or call a qualified counsellor at Quitline.
Yeah, it's beautiful, beautiful spot. Look, like, you know, I just want to also say that Lucas has done lots of new work since then. These spots are a couple of years old or you know. And anyway, so, you know, what I find interesting about that particular spot is that the voiceover narrative, it seems quite removed from what's actually happening visually. And, you know, and also the voiceover narrative or the sound design is speaking to what's happening visually, and the voiceover narrative is very separate from that. But it comes together and it works. And, you know, like this is a really serious commercial. This is a government-backed spot. You know, like tell me how the process of how this came together, and you know, how it got to being such a beautiful piece of work. Yeah.
So I mean, I think the full campaign was around like 24 hours. Like each hour in the day was kind of meant to be represented there. So like the breakfast, the smoke break, like, and getting those cravings anyway. And I guess like, yeah, very well picked up on. Like obviously we could typically, and a government ad usually would be very CSA. It'd be like when you're at work, you see someone at work. And we're doing that at times, but I guess the idea was to kind of create this like noise in your head of that, what cravings might feel like, and kind of just show that where they're going to pop up is literally everywhere. Like, so this is, get on top of it, find someone to help you. I mean, now I'm talking to the messaging of the campaign, but yeah, that's what was fun about it. And I mean, obviously Jack and the cinematographer's vision was these very composed frames, and like it's super fun. And actually like seeing that style again, like replicated, not saying we did it first by any means, and not saying other people have done it, but like seeing that style again, like done in like The Bear and stuff like that. And that was like really, really fun to play with, like that almost still lifey kind of just moments of life that you get very quickly, so you can show a lot real quick. Because like you're getting the Chinese restaurant, or you're getting the you know, the early morning or whatever, everyone kind of knows those feelings, especially if, like, you know, you've got a bit of an addiction there. Like, they're all things that really feel real. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like it is so much about the photography there, isn't it? Where, you know, it's, like there's not a lot happening in the dynamic of the actual camera movements. It's just more about the story it's telling and, leaning into that. You know, I'm going to roll the last piece here for Nike. If we can just roll that one, please.
Here's showtime. LeBron James. See what he does there. Wow. LeBron with a huge play. The defense fell asleep. For the crown.
That sit all around, head for the crown.
Yeah, nice. That's a really sick spot. That one's a few years old too. It's a really, you know, I was talking about this with you before. It's kind of an important piece for you. I think, I don't know if this is exactly correct, but, you know, this piece kind of puts you up there. Kind of propped you up for a while, or you know, it really showcased your editing skill level, you know, and stylistically, it was like kind of the mending of like slick commercial timing and technique with a sort of documentary eye, and you know, kind of bringing that together in an edit that was like really modern and dynamic and fun. Yeah, like you know, tell me about this spot. Yeah.
I mean, you're definitely right. You've dug deep there. That's probably like 10 years ago, but it's super fun to work on that one. And like, yeah, you're right. Like, I was probably got my hands on a commercial at the time that, you know, arguably shouldn't have, maybe, in the sense that, like, you know, there's a world to pick from for big night commercials, but I kind of slipped in and got the opportunity to work on that, and it was fun. But like, it's kind of, it was one of those spots where I was like, I knew that if I got to play around with a commercial that had that to work with, that I could do that. Like, so it was like, it was super fun to play around with, and all the ingredients were there to do it well. Like, they had it was Nike, so they could spend money on music and do all that and shoot it in Manila, and like, so it's definitely a real fun one to work on. And yeah, and a nice mix. Like, it was like actually like would have come out around the same time or the same style where not all the commercials, but a lot of sports commercials were in that world. So I remember at that time, like, if you recall, like, it was like the Brazil World Cup, and Nabil directed this amazing one. It's when Beats by Dre first started coming out, and they had this really nice one with all the footballers, and it was all that like observed normal moments moving into, like, you know, bigger things. So that was fun. Like, that was something I enjoyed at the time, and like I definitely drew inspo from a few of those, like, in the style of cutting and, you know, whatnot. But yeah, I mean, anything with basketball is
it's fun. Cool, and it's fun.
There's
and
a
it's
lot
dynamic, but you know, like it was I mean, like, coming back to that language, like, you just nailed it. Like, it was just for that time period, and that, you know, what was stylistically hot, you know, it was, you know, I think that's a really important thing as an editor, is kind of keeping an eye on the zeitgeist and what's going on, and being able to distill it into your work as much as possible. But man, you're a legend. So I'm going to quickly spit out some questions for you. I think we just got a couple of minutes or one.
Sure.
Quick one. Music videos or commercials?
what do I enjoy
What do
doing
you
more?
enjoy more?
I mean, that's a hard one. The right music video, I'd pick that, and the right commercial, I'd pick that. It's hard. Right?
Yeah, fair enough. Fair. What's the fastest turnaround you've ever had on a job?
I mean, to be honest, like some of the music videos, like we're probably spending like 10 hours on a rough cut before it goes to the label. Like, so like a big day.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you know, it's doable. And I was having a conversation to someone, and I probably shouldn't say this out loud, but like you can get stuff done in whatever time you're given.
Yeah.
It will just be a different flavor of what could have been, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. What have been the most challenging types of projects you have worked on? I'd say I'd answer this for you, because Lucas is a pretty accomplished feature editor also. Yeah, would you say that going into that world is?
Yeah, it can. There's a lot more. It can be a bit trickier. It can be a lot more levels and a lot more. Definitely. I mean, but then again, like a commercial where the agency is not getting on with the client, or they've already or they're already moving on and it's their last job. I've had that happen before, and you're just like, ooh, it's like funky rooms, like, and you're kind of just like getting it done. So I mean, both can be challenging, but just as rewarding.
And this is probably just like a quick high level one, so I answer everyone's questions. Start to finish process of your editing.
For me?
For you.
I mean, I'll probably like. Yeah, it depends what it is. Like, like if I'm doing scripted stuff, I'll just definitely like to watch everything once. If it's like a commercial, I'll just rip straight in and start kind of pulling selects as I go, like on first watch. And then, like, I guess for something like this, like, I guess the question would be like music before pictures or whatnot. Like, if it's a music video, obviously, like, the music's set for you, so you're kind of like, you're going from there, which is lovely. So typically there I would like almost be marking out in my head what's happening where, if it isn't already dictated by the performances and the way the director structured it. So kind of almost letting the music speak to me in that sense. But then in commercials, it's kind of just like similar, but yeah.
Just get into it. Yeah. Just get into it. All right. Thank you, sir. And that's us.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Vasquez, everybody.
Deep dive, and thanks for the fascinating insights, Lucas. So now I think we should have a recap on how the voting works, because we're getting to the crunch time.
I love a good recap. So, just a reminder, at the end of 2 hours, we're going to call Mouses down, and that's when all our 5 competitors will have to stop editing. And then at that point, we're going to watch all 5 videos, not once, but twice. Then everyone here present today and watching on the stream at home can use the standard Slido poll, the one we've been using all night, to vote for a winner. Now, like, you'll be able to choose one person. You can't vote everyone a winner.
Yeah.
And most importantly, our special guest, Lucas, will be offering 5 bonus points for the person who can match the theme the best. So, all up for grabs. All up for the grabs.
Could be anybody's.
So again, we're doing the video, the standard poll to vote for the winner, but maybe we should do one more practice round for everyone, just to make sure you know how to use the polling system. So we're going to throw up a new question, and the new question. Do you want to add
The new question is: what are the most important attributes of a great edit? Okay, let's run through them. Effective and varied pacing, emotional stakes. That's a favourite with me. Interesting story. Smooth and dynamic movement, bold juxtapositions, continuity. Okay.
What would you put?
I mean, emotional stakes is pretty
Very
important. Like, I mean, I have a T-shirt at home which is less drama, which is just my way of like joking, because it's actually about more drama.
More drama.
That's
All about
all
the
an
drama.
editor needs is some drama. Yeah, so emotional stakes is pretty high up there for me.
Okay.
What about you?
I probably would have said emotional stakes as well. Interesting story as well. If you don't have stories, not really much of a net. So story's
true.
important. It's always
That is
story.
true.
So great.
Slave to the narrative.
Slave to the narrative. Now, just look
Yeah.
at the clock now. We have about 5 minutes left, so it's getting very quick. Should we just, before we watch the videos, we should probably recap what
We
all of
should.
the contestants
Let's do that.
are theming. So we have Rachel on nostalgia.
We do. We have Kent Howe on pride.
Adisha is on distress.
And Martin is on frenzy.
And Vina is on terror. So 4 minutes, 4 minutes 50 left. This is their last chance to put their finishing touches. As you can see, they've actually gone a lot further than we last saw them. There was a few empty timelines before, but it seems like everyone is getting close to just touching up their pieces.
Brilliant. Okay, so like what there seems like there are lots of strengths that each of these contestants have to bring to a project like this. There seems like Martin seems to have like quite a strong base in reality that could, give him a lot of momentum in this situation.
And I've noticed Rachel here, she's very strong. I've worked with her, and she's a very strong teaser and cutter editor.
Yeah.
And I know she spent a lot of time doing a really strong music base, and you can see she spent lots of time with that, and now it's just flying at the end.
And I think that's really important for a 1 minute piece. It's
Yeah.
just like you've got to nail that. And then where do we think Vina's at the moment? Well, now Vina's got a lot of trailer experience. She comes from Solid State and has won awards for her trailers. So again, that's like got a lot of skill base that is necessary here.
Well, I'm just going to have a quick chat over here. I'm going to go this way. Go this way now. And I'm going to introduce the lovely ASE business manager, Tamara Meek. Talk about a very important topic that we probably don't talk enough about in post-production, I believe. Do you want to quickly introduce yourself, and what are we going to talk about today?
Yeah, hello. I am Tam. I'm the business manager at the ASE, and I also have worked in post-production for about 22 years. Doesn't give away my age at all.
Not at all.
And I stepped away last year because I experienced burnout. I became very sick, and so I retrained, and now I do mental health first aid, which is accredited, and wellbeing workshops for people in workplaces.
So editing's, it's a tough job. Explain to me some of the pressures that negatively affect your mental health.
Yeah, so I mean, everyone in this room and on the live stream will attest to this. The hours are absolutely grueling. I mean, a 50-hour week is pretty standard for most people, and that's the minimum. So then you're adding, overtime to that. A lot of people are working in isolation. They're working from home, so that can be really difficult as well. Then you've got the creative pressures, and where's my next job coming from? The freelance world can be pretty brutal. So
Very brutal.
there's lots of things that add up. It's never just one thing. And then you've got your everyday life, family, kids, money problems as well. So yeah, it all compiles.
So what are some of the things that we can do to improve mental health as people in post-production?
Yeah, sure. Make sure you make time to have regular breaks. So whether that's a break between contracts, I know sometimes that can be really scary, but also taking breaks throughout the day. So, just go for a walk around the block, move away from your desk for 5-10 minutes, a couple of times a day. Again, I know that's really hard when you've got deadlines. You can do some really effective breathing exercises. So have a look at it. We don't have time to look into it today, but box breathing is really effective. You can do it at your desk. No one's going to know you're doing it. You could have a director or a producer over your shoulder and they're not even going to know you're doing it. It's really effective in regulating your nervous system. So have a go at it next time you're feeling a little bit stressed. Get outside, get some UV, get some sun.
Yep.
All that stuff's really good for you. So just make sure you're looking after yourself, self-care.
And you briefly mentioned something called mental health aid.
Mental health first aid?
First aid, sorry.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
Mental health first aid. Can you quickly explain that to people who probably don't know what that is?
Yeah, so in the same way that you have first aiders in the workplace, you also have mental health first aiders. So these people recognise the signs and symptoms of what mental health problems look like, common mental health problems look like. And so you're looking at people who are experiencing a common mental health problem, the worsening of a mental health problem, or they're in a crisis situation. So it's really effective training, and I would encourage everyone to do it if you can.
Fantastic. Very important topic. Thank you for coming tomorrow
Thank
and talking about
you.
it. We are getting to the last 20 seconds of the Royale, so let's count them down.
Before we do that, I'd just like to say that Rachel had a system breakdown, so she's going to have an extra 4 minutes after we stop the clock, okay? So here we go.
3, 2, 1. Mouse is down.
Woo!
Mouse is down. Except Rachel. Give her a bigger hand than that. That was 2 hours. Give her a big hand.
Okay.
Want to go through the prize?
Voting? Oh, no, yeah.
No?
Run through the prizes?
Oh, sorry. Did I miss a thing?
No, you didn't. We just, yeah. Okay. So let's run through the prizes. The winner gets an amazing prize pack, including custodianship of the coveted Scissors Trophy. Woo!
Yeah.
An Adobe Creative Cloud 1-year subscription, an Avid Media Composer Ultimate 1-year subscription, a DaVinci Resolve Speed Editor and Studio, and 2 tickets to the Australian Screen Editors Awards.
Again, pretty amazing prize package.
Amazing.
I would take that myself.
I would take that too.
Now that all these guys have sort of had a moment to stop and relax, let's bug them again and see how they're feeling. Let's
And remember to vote. Yes, remember to vote.
Remember to vote.
When it's time.
Okay, I'll have
here
a
we go.
chat with Vera. Vera? Sorry. I'm doing terrible. Yeah, how are you doing?
I'm alright. I feel like I didn't finish quite in time, but that's okay.
So what did you still want to do? What?
Just like the final leg. Sorry, just the final leg of the montage. I didn't quite finish, but that's okay.
And then I guess how are you feeling overall about the theme? Do you think you've tackled it? Do you think you can get the 5 points off our special guest judge tackling your theme?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think I've nailed the theme. In my head, I just kept going, oh, I wish I had this kind of shot or this kind of shot. You know.
Collective laughs from all of them.
Yeah.
So yes, feel like everyone's feeling the same, so don't worry.
So I think I probably didn't lean into the footage as much as I should have. Like, I was just making stuff up in my head, which is very, very normal for me. But that's okay. I think I've kind of milked it as much as I could.
Great. And going into the positive, though, because that's a pretty big effort. You've done something great in 2 hours. What are you proud of, what you've done on your timeline?
I think I'm proud of the story. I think there is a story there. It's very simple, but it's there. And yeah, I quite like the music. And yeah, I think I've just used as much of the footage as I could for the theme.
Oh, fantastic. Final question. You excited to see Lily? Where is Lily?
Yes. No idea. Good question.
Biggest cheer squad there. But well done. Congratulations getting
Thank
through.
you.
Looking forward to seeing it.
Thanks.
Take a break, relax. We'll go to the next contestant.
Okay, I'm going to come and talk to Adisha here. Okay. And Adisha had distress. How are we feeling?
I'm feeling okay. I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're happy with what you've got?
Yeah, I think so. I think there's something there.
Yeah. Do you think you started to change tact at all over the 2 hours? Or, like, did you go in with a pretty firm plan and that's what you just nailed?
I was hoping to be, like, inspired by the footage and the music, and I think that's kind of what happened. There were things that I was sure about and that fell into place quicker. And then it was about finding the other bits. It was a bit of a jigsaw.
Okay. And in terms of nailing the brief?
I think it's there. I think it's an interpreted form of distress. But,
well, you know, we like having things open to interpretation.
Yes.
I do anyway. And is there anything different that you would do if you were starting out again?
Oh, ooh.
If you're about to do it all a second time right now.
No, I think I did what I could in the time I had, and in the headspace I was. So yeah.
And what is the thing that you're most proud of about your edit?
That I think there's a story there. Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
Important. Okay, great. Congrats on finishing. Look forward to seeing it.
Great, and I'm over here with Kent, who was working on Premiere with the category of Pride. How are you feeling?
That flew by so quickly. It was so intense. I think I managed to, have the theme come through the subtext. Hopefully, like of the people's close-ups and reactions and stuff. But yeah, everyone will be the judge of that, I guess. Yeah.
No worries. You came in with a really tight strategy. How did it land in the last hour? Was it all going to plan, or did you have to pivot quite a bit?
Yeah, I've done a lot of like event editing, so I've been able to mine that for that experience to you kind of need to be flexible, but then decisive at certain key points. And I think I managed to do that, I think. Yeah.
Great. And now you can say it because no one else is competing, but like what unique thing have you brought to your cut today? Or what are we expecting?
I'm trying to set up a lot of different parallel stories, like have a lot of setup like in the past and the present, and hopefully some of that subtext and symbolism comes through, because I found it quite hard to interpret the theme of Pride, but hopefully it's something I'm proud of at the end of the day. So.
Yes, great. And
sorry, dad joke.
Love a good dad joke. I think that's it. Thank you so much.
Cool. Thank you.
Okay. Here we go, Rachel. How are you going?
Oh man, it's like the adrenaline rush has just kicked in.
Yeah, it's particularly difficult when your equipment
when it fails you. I mean, look, it happens to the best of us,
does.
and especially in a competition like this, it's like, but no, look, I didn't get a chance to watch it over, so hopefully it's right, but I feel okay with it. So.
And I always find it's difficult when it breaks your rhythm. Like as
100%.
an editor, it's like,
it totally kills the rhythm. And when you got 20 minutes to go, it's like, ooh.
What was I thinking?
Yeah.
No, I hear you. So how are you feeling overall, though?
I think overall, I got the tone of what I was. Well, I hope it comes across. But yeah, musically, I'm quite happy with where it's at, and hopefully that all resonates and it all ties together.
Great. And your theme again was nostalgia, which I think is a particularly tricky one. So how do you feel you went?
Look, it was a nice challenge, to be honest. I liked the idea of nostalgia, and I think based off what the rushes were, it was hard to kind of play into that nostalgia. So hopefully that comes across as to what I was trying to do. So yeah, it shall be interesting.
Can't wait to see it.
Oh, me too.
Okay, Ricky.
Final player here, Martin, who is also an avid media composer. Category Frenzy. Was it Frenzy, or are you feeling all right?
Yeah, I feel all right. Yeah. It was, I kind of it was kind of very unfigured out at certain times, but then I think I kind of got into, I've done little sections that kind of, I think, build a story and a mood. So I feel pretty good actually.
Yeah. Last time, we checked in, you had a good plan. it all seems perfect. You have a very neat timeline. When did you have your cut? When were you happy with the cut, and when were you just refining?
Well, it was only the last section of the cut wasn't really the first and middle section of the cut were kind of figured out fairly early on. The last one is more mood based, so then that was kind of more pretty subjective when it was finished, but I was like, it doesn't feel right at certain times, and I actually changed out the music probably, I don't know when, at some point. I changed out the music because I was like, no, it needs to be this, and then I mixed around with speeding up some music and stuff because I was like, I need to feel more of what I need to feel. So it was kind of a very intuitive near the end process.
So you think you've done enough to get those 5 points from our special guests?
Yeah, I think so. I've been fingers crossed.
Ooh, fantastic. Well, that's 5 competitors down. I think they all look exhausted. I think someone get these people a drink because they would like to relax. Give another big hand for these guys. So that's a big 2 hours. Now we're just prepping to watch the video, so
Yes.
just give us a few minutes. But do you want to explain how?
I think we should run through how it's all going to happen. So we're going to play all 5 once and then repeat for judging via poll. And watch out for your favourite and vote using the poll. And you can only vote once, but you can change your mind and change your vote. We'll go through each, we'll introduce each contestant again and play their corresponding edit.
I'm just like, can you set your machine?
Very exciting. It's very, it's like very nerve-wracking. Everyone's gone quiet.
Yeah, very quiet.
I'm just gonna. Very anticipation.
Yeah, we have runners-up prizes too.
Oh, we have runners-up prizes. What are our runners-up prizes?
Well, our runners-up prizes are, yes,
These things?
I think so, and the Da Vinci Speed Editor. Adriana. No, I know. Okay, shall I go over there?
Let's go back into position.
Yeah, back in position.
Hello. Stand by. We'll be watching the videos fairly soon.
Exporting.
We love a good export.
We've all done that.
I'm trying to remember what the Wheel of Fortune music is now. I was just going to do some waiting music.
What's your favourite thing that you've watched recently in terms of editing?
Ooh.
Because I've got an answer for this.
Oh, what
one,
is your
so
answer?
Heated Rivalry.
Oh, really? So I've not seen that. The editing in that.
Frickin' awesome.
Why do you say the editing is good in that?
It really takes you somewhere that. So when you start off the series, you feel like it's just on a surface level and it's all a bit frenetic and whatever, and then it really draws you into an emotional realm, which I was not expecting and took me quite by surprise. And the flow of the edit over the course of the series is really masterful. It's
That's great, because I haven't seen the series, but I've heard so many people talk about it, and it sounded like they'll talk about the story and the content, but are you saying the editing actually contributed a lot to the success of the storytelling?
Completely.
I need to watch this. Need to watch this.
Yeah, it's great.
Ooh. Anything else? Any else? Fantastic show. Great executive producer. Some great editors from that show here too. Great. So it looks like the videos are about to begin. So if everyone wants to quiet down, we're going to watch each of the videos twice. And we're going to start with Martin, who had the theme of Frenzy. So first video, Martin with Frenzy. Video 2 will be Rachel, who had Nostalgia. Number 3 is Vina with Terror. Number 4 is Kent with Pride. And number 5, Adisha with Distress.
They were very impressive.
Very good. Everyone's
Yeah.
hitting their themes. Ooh,
Yeah,
it was quite tricky.
really amazing.
So we will be voting. You can start voting now. We've seen all 5, but remember we are going to watch it one more time just so you can have a proper look at each of the videos, making sure they're hitting the themes.
Yep.
Should we go through it again? Yep. Okay. So number 1 again was Martin.
Martin. With Frenzy. Wonderful. Now we have Rachel with Nostalgia. Okay, and now it's Vina with Terror. And now there's Kent with Pride. And now we have Adisha with Frenzy.
And there is our 5 contestants. Make sure you vote. Vote now. Oh, I should vote myself. You gonna
Yes, we should all vote. Okay, it's
Everyone.
open.
Open. It's only going to be open for a quick period of time, so... I'm having a hard time just choosing. I'm just like, I've got a few I could give it to.
Brilliant. Okay. So it's really like fascinating to see how you can take the same footage
Yes, that is...
and
it's
create such different feelings. with it.
5 completely different videos, which is fantastic.
It
these
really
days.
highlights the power of an editor, doesn't it?
And considering they only had 5 choices of music as well,
I know.
that is pretty impressive. That they all managed to, like, there wasn't one of them that I didn't like get the theme.
No.
Like I actually got the theme, even
Yeah.
if we didn't mention the theme, we would
Yeah.
be able to work it out. And it was a pretty dark set of brushes to work
It
with.
really was.
I still hadn't seen them until then. I was like, oh wow! So thank you to the team supplying the rushes. That was
they were
fascinating.
beautiful.
Actually,
They were
it
beautiful.
was brilliant.
Yeah.
So keep voting, vote. Maybe you can change your vote, but you can only vote once. It's probably time we bring over our guest judge.
Oh, yeah.
Don't reveal anything
Guest
yet, but
judge.
guest judge, Lucas.
No. Guest judge.
Okay, we are closing the voting. Make sure you get your vote. Voting is closing. Still closing. Present. Maybe past. It's gone. It's closed. It's closed.
Okay.
We almost have a winner. Almost have a winner. Although we have a special guest judge who
We
is going to be
do.
giving away
Who
5
has some
bonus points.
points, yeah.
5 bonus points to the theme. I think that is being sorted out now, so the
okay.
votes being tallied. And I'm obviously filling.
And you're doing an excellent
Great job
of
at
it.
filling. I'm great at
So
just
good at
filling
it, yeah.
things. So we are getting, it's going to be a secret who our special guest is giving our 5 points to.
So great.
And that could change it.
It could.
Could change a winner. Let's see. Let's have a look at our 5 contestants. Let's see how they're
Yeah.
feeling. It feels like they've all now had a drink, and there's a lot of Coke on and pizza on the table. So I'm glad.
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola. Sorry, Coca-Cola. Oh, we got an envelope. So we have. Is this the winner?
We have a winner. Ooh, okay.
What's that?
I can do a dramatic entry. So let's bring our 5 contestants. Let's give them one more applause for their hard work. Fantastic work.
Amazing job, all of you.
Absolutely amazing job. A lot of people probably wouldn't dare do this, but you guys are brave enough to tackle the challenge and you managed to kill it.
Yeah.
But with every competition, there can be
There can
one winner.
only be one winner.
And
the
they'll be
winner
winning.
is Vina Yang for Terra.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. That was really, really hard. Like, way harder than I thought it would be. And I spent way too much time doing stuff that I probably shouldn't have, like Zooms and stuff. But thank you. That was, it was exhilarating. And I really liked all of your edits. They were amazing. So it was a very tough competition and a very, very tight time frame. Thank you so much.
Everybody did such an amazing job. I think you really nailed your briefs. So congratulations to all of you.
I think we've got a couple of thank yous.
Yeah, we
for
do. We've got lots of thank yous.
Amazing good night. Would you like to start?
Oh, okay. Special thanks to all of our competitors. So we have Rachel Dunn, Martin Berry-Smith, Veena Yang, Kent Howe, and Adisha Bansal. Thank you very much.
Ultra special thanks to Mark Richards, Finn McClay, and the team at Videocraft for being our partners in this event. This event would not be possible with this team, so thank you so much.
And to Sonia from Audio Network for providing the music tracks and the prize.
City at ISO, Will at Avid, John at Adobe, Mel at Blackmagic Design, Leo at Wacom Australia, Matt from Boris Effects for their generous prize contributions.
And to Disha and Lockie for operating the camera all evening.
Lara for the photography.
And Helena and Emma for vision switching and audio mixing.
Rod Coleman, Group General Manager at Videocraft Pro.
And thank you for the ASC for organising, to Scott, Tamara, Louis and Gisela. Thank you.
And of course, thank you to Gabby for being a fantastic host.
And of course, thank you to Ricky.
Thank you so much. Before everyone runs off, though, just announcing we do have the after-party drinks. That is at the Depot Brewery at ground floor at the Home HQ, 1 Frederick Street. Use your Google Maps, but it's only an 8-minute walk away. It's not too far. If you know where the Bunnings is and the other home centre stuff.
I'm sure there'll be,
people
like
going
a
that way.
path, a
I will be going
parade,
directly
a
to the
parade.
drinks, so follow
Yeah.
me to the drinks.
And also, if you can fill in the survey through the same QR code, that would help the team out.
Thanks so much. Before everyone goes, we'll have. Ooh.
There's a runner-up prize.
Oh,
Yes,
oh,
there is a
sorry.
runner-up
There's a runner-up prize. Oh, I'm going to give this to Scott.
The runner-up is Adisha. She wins a speed editor from Blackmagic.
Before everyone heads to the after party, we'll have a few photos, group photos with everyone here, with the contestants, so don't leave too quickly. But thank you and good night.
Thank you, everybody.
But hang around for the photos. How are we doing that?